going off on me like, who the fuck? Delonte Wells can't do this shit. So good.
My dreams, algorithms flow like streams. Virtual flowers bloom towards the sky. How's it growing? Don't be shy. I'm a Flora, Techy Flora. Techy Flora, ruling the aura. Psychologically stable-ish. I'm a real queen, bitch-ish. I love Flora and fauna, but the outside's scary. I'm a technophile, but the data varies. This world kinda sucks, so I'll make my own technological nature. I'll call it home. I'm a Flora, Techy Flora. Techy Flora, ruling the aura. Socially awkward-ish, but yeah, I'm a real queen, bitch-ish. Roses hum a digital song in the system where I belong. Nature whispers through the screen. Binary meets the evergreen. I'm a Flora, Techy Flora. Techy Flora, ruling the aura. Technologically enabled-ish. Yeah, I'm a real queen, bitch-ish.
Hello everyone, it's Techy Flora. How's it growing? I am your most with the host, and this is TechyTalks, where the topic is always changing, but the company is consistently great. Don't believe me? Let's prove it. Today we are talking about sports, and we have BD Matster and BatCam. I didn't forget your name. Now this is Matt and Cam. I'll let them introduce themselves. All right, Matt. You are returning.
Hi,
yeah.
I'm Matt. I'm a big basketball and football fan mainly. Former fan of Sonics, current fan of the Celtics, and yeah. As far as my sports history, big Seahawks fan, big Celtics fan. Not a big. I haven't been huge into soccer. Not against it though, and I need to get into hockey because I got a local hockey team now.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Cam.
I'm BatCam. I am a big basketball fan as well, mostly basketball and then football. I do follow like pretty much all sports except for soccer, like you, but just not as heavily as basketball and football. I also have a degree in sport management that I don't use, but
heck yeah.
I've worked around a few baseball teams and soccer teams, but
that's cool as hell.
So we don't talk about soccer. We hate soccer here. Is that what I'm getting?
No. We don't hate soccer. I just don't follow.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't hate any sport. Go for it.
I enjoyed working for the team. I worked for a North Carolina. It's not MLS. It's like a different professional league, but they had a men's and women's team, and their women's team was really good. I actually worked for them the first season. They moved to North Carolina, and basically for the women's league, the owner was like, I want to start a team in North Carolina. And the league said, no, we're not expanding right now. And he said, well, can I buy a team and move it to North Carolina? And they're like, I guess so. So he bought the previous championship team from New York and moved it to North Carolina.
Oh, who lets a championship team go? That's crazy.
So I got to work for that for 2 summers. That was really cool. So I was like 15 feet from Alex Morgan. That was pretty cool. I was on the stretcher crew.
Yo! Did you get a picture?
No.
I would have snuck a pic.
If only.
That sounds awesome. Who is Alex Morgan?
I was gonna ask you if you knew. She's a really good female soccer player. She is on the U.S. Olympics team. Like really.
Also,
really good.
side note, very attractive.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's awesome. Let me be clear. I want to be I want to be completely clear here. I don't know much about sports, guys. So I'm
That's not
here.
what you told me leading up to this.
Yeah, I did tell him I know everything about sports, guys, but I'm just coming clean to chat here. I know nothing. No, but so that is why I invited the two best sports fans I personally know to come and help me learn about sports. Except for apparently soccer. Hold on.
I went to a Sounders game, but it was before they were MLS. I think they got upgraded to MLS after I went.
I like the Sounders. When I played FIFA, I'd play as the Sounders.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
It was mostly
Clint
for
Dempsey.
the jerseys.
Yeah. So, because it has an Xbox on it, that's what you liked about
Nah,
it?
I like the bright green.
Okay. I mean, I'm a huge green fan. It
Clearly.
was so fitting that the Celtics were a green team. When the Sonics left, I was like, hell yeah, they're still green.
See, I can relate to that. I like things because they're colors.
See? Hey, Eagles are green.
Exactly. I like
Not
green.
the Eagles.
Oh, we don't. Well, okay. We'll get into that. Whatever. The one sports thing I
go
do
Eagles.
know. Thank you.
In the Super Bowl.
Thank you. Yes.
Agreed.
This will be out after the Super Bowl, so we don't know. But we're gonna put it out there that this will come after, and they'll win, and this will age nicely.
Fun little story, facts, Techy.
Go ahead.
There was a straight to TV Disney movie when I was a kid, and most people are like, "Oh, you mean Invincible, the one with Mark Wahlberg?" No.
Little Giants.
There's a straight to TV Disney movie. I can't remember what it was called. It might not even. I think it was Disney. A garbage man became the kicker for the Eagles.
Oh.
And for some reason, ever since I saw that movie as a kid, I've just kind of had a soft spot for the Eagles. They're not my favorite. Seahawks are my favorite team, but
I was actually hoping the Ravens would join them so that it would be a bird bowl. Because I like the Ravens because they're purple and I like purple. So I cheer for the Ravens sometimes.
The only problem with the Ravens is Lamar Jackson's about to get his third MVP and he always chokes in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He's becoming the James Harden of the NFL.
Chad's talking.
We have the same opinion of James Harden.
Yeah. It doesn't help that he was a Thunder player.
Oh, Inbred says, "Damn, oh my gosh, what's this footy hate? Soccer? Quotations.
There's no hate.
There's no hate. There's no hate. There's no hate. That was just me.
Techy was spewing hate. She said we hate
yeah,
soccer. No.
Yeah, screw soccer. No, it's the world's it's the world's sport, guys.
Soccer.
Yeah, it's great. Soccer's awesome.
I would have played soccer, but my uncle passed away when I was young, and he was a big time soccer player, and my dad didn't want anything to do with soccer after that, so I didn't get to play soccer. That was the first sport I wanted to play.
Terry says esports episode when?
Let's go.
I know just as much about esports as I know about actual sports.
BatCam, what was your position?
I played midfield.
Okay. So you were the one with endurance.
Yeah, I had a lot of endurance. I played midfield soccer. I played midfield lacrosse. I just up and down the field.
You just could run all day.
Yeah.
That was. I'm not now. I'm kind of chunky now, but that was me in my prime. I was just running. The cross country coach while in high school asked me to join. I was like, "Hey man, I'll run for sports. When running is the sport, that's not happening."
I'm the same way. I made it to state for the 1600 in track in middle school.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
And like the middle school track coach was also cross country. He's like, "Come do cross country." I was like, "No, I cut it at a mile. Like I'm done after that. I'm not doing more than that."
Let me guess your fastest mile. 5:12.
A little quicker.
Quicker? Ooh.
Yeah.
5:04.
It was like 5:02. Yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
My fastest was 6:03, and I was so upset I didn't get under 6. I was so bad. But I wasn't about speed. I was about quick endurance. But 5. That's. I mean, if you get under 5, you were right there.
Matt, I found the name of the movie.
What?
The movie you were talking about.
What is it?
I think it's called The Garbage Picking Field Goal Kicking Philadelphia Garbage Man. Philadelphia Phenomenon.
Oh my
The
god!
garbage picking field goal kicking Philadelphia Phenomenon.
This is fucking.
That's the title, the full actual title.
Insane title.
Oh my god!
I
I never thought to Google it.
That's so
Tony
specific.
Danza as the main guy.
He
Let's
is.
go.
Oh my gosh.
His name is Barney Gorman.
That is the craziest
Was it
title for a
Disney?
movie.
Was this a straight to Disney?
I don't think it may. I don't recall
No, I
it
think
being
it was just
Disney.
playing on TV. No, nothing says Disney. Oh, okay. I just thought it was like a straight to TV Disney movie.
All I know is that's an insane title for it. No, it says a
That
Disney TV movie from the 90s.
My memory is undefeated. Let's go.
The garbage picking field goal kicking Philadelphia
Techy, you're
Phenomenon.
the Eagles fan. How have you not seen that movie?
I saw Invincible.
Invincible's also a good movie.
I knew nothing about this garbage kicking guy.
Well, some nobody from Seattle.
Tony
fucking-
Danza is.
was imprinted by that movie.
That's insane. I never saw it on. It's obviously wasn't a Disney Channel movie. Disney might have taken it, but if it was a Disney Channel movie, I would have seen it. But Disney.
That movie and Saquon are the only reasons I'm rooting for the Eagles.
I don't know what Saquon. What's Saquon? Who's that? What's
That's
that?
the running back.
Shut up, Techy.
It's like,
You can't. That's like the only thing you can't say in this stream.
That's the only thing I can. I will test that limits of the things that I cannot say.
No. You're literally an Eagle in Eagles territory, and they're going to the Super Bowl, and you don't know the best player on the team. That's crazy. The guy that should get MVP and won't.
probably having one of the best running back seasons.
Look,
in a long
I'm
time.
already
He was
getting
wrong.
it.
The record. No, God, don't even get me started. Saquon saved my fantasy team season. Also, by the way, I got him in the 8th pick because no one believed in him. I was like, Saquon going to the Eagles. What do you got? The best offensive line in football.
I feel like I need to level with you guys. I literally told Liam before coming in here, I was like, I'm going to see how mad I can make these two by just saying the most wild things I could think about sports.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna work.
I was like, is it Celtics or Celtics?
Oh. So here's the thing. I'm related to the Celtics and I'm a fan of the Celtics. So I'm going to allow it.
Okay. No, I do know.
Backham,
I
I got
did
a
know who
question for you.
Saquon is. Just for the
Yeah.
record, I did know. I know.
Oh, so you're fucking with me. You did
I
know
did.
Saquon.
I was effing with you. I didn't Barkley.
Oh my God,
Yes.
Ted.
Yes.
You're about to send me to the hospital.
But
was gonna have
but
a
the
heart
things I
attack.
don't know will amaze you. But that's not one of them. That's not one of them.
Backham.
Yeah.
Happy or disappointed that the Bears did not sign Pete Carroll?
That's tough because I'm a Packers fan.
You're not a. How are you in Chicago when you're a Packers fan?
Packers is actually the only like non-Chicago thing, but my mom's from Wisconsin, so
Okay, that's fair.
I grew up being
My
pushed
my
into
cousin
the
grew up
Packers.
just down the street. His dad's from Illinois. He is also a Packers fan. The fuck? How did that happen?
You know, when the Bears suck for so long and the Packers are good and the borders right there is pretty easy.
Yo,
to,
there was
like-
so much hype on Caleb Williams, and I was like, okay, but he went to the Bears. They've never had a 5,000-yard passer. Like, his ceiling's already set.
Inbred said, "Damn, bears are playing sports in the U.S." Isn't that animal cruelty? I think.
It's not. No bear should be that incompetent.
It's animal cruelty to have to watch the Bears. If that's
Yeah.
anything.
Okay, you're a Packers fan then. Okay, cool. That's fine.
Do you
Yeah,
want
which,
to like?
which is where the Eagles hate comes from right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. So then,
Wait.
secondary. Sorry, Techy. Secondary question: how do you feel about Love?
I like Love.
Okay,
I think he
like
had a
Love.
down year.
I think Love is
I've
great, guys.
Good for you, Techy. I've heard a lot of hate on Love, and I'm like, come on. I mean, the dude's pretty fucking good. And he's kind of, I mean, he's no Aaron Rodgers, but he's kind of following the Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre mold. Like, come in, sit behind a Hall of Famer for 3-4 seasons, and then you're pretty fucking
more
good.
Of the Favre to him than
Yeah.
the Rodgers, but I don't know. It's exciting to watch, even though he throws interceptions. There's still big plays. It's just tough when you don't have a star receiver.
Yeah. Devontae, come back.
I don't know if I want Devontae back.
That's fair. So there's a third question. I'm sorry to sorry
go
to
for
take
it,
you
Matt.
over.
Go for it, Matt. Go.
You watch
got
Tom Grossi?
I did not.
You don't watch Tom?
No, I don't have a lot of time.
He's
It's like-
you know who he is at least?
No.
He's a Packers YouTuber. He won NFL Fan of the Year because he went to all 30 stadiums in 30 days.
That's crazy.
Wow.
He's awesome. He's a great YouTuber. He covers the whole league. He covers games, but he's a Packers fan. He's awesome.
I'll have to check that out. I don't
Yeah.
have a lot of time to like watch stuff. So
That's fair. I listen to YouTube all day at work, so
that makes sense.
sorry, Tech. You can have control back.
No.
I had to interview back.
I don't think you want me in control of this. I am perfectly. I am
want
perfectly
to know
happy.
your questions.
No, I am perfectly happy with loving Love. It's all good.
Love is worth loving.
Yeah, Love is great. Love is good. I don't know how you could hate Love. What is PPG gang? Jai Pai says PPG
Points
gang.
per game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's probably not what they're talking about because they just said love that song before that. But to
I-
me, PPG is points per game.
I love that my chat is just as into Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls. That's close
There
enough.
we go. Powerpuff Girls gang. Love it. Love it. No, so I was going to ask, like, what are your teams? But you guys kind of covered it. Like, are those
Yeah, we have got to just.
right? Is that all the teams you really like? Or
Anything Seattle and then the Celtics.
okay.
And I have a soft spot for, and this is actually going to upset you, BatCam. Eagles because of that movie, and the Vikings because of Adrian Peterson.
It seems like he's so cool with that.
I don't know what I am allowed to say.
You're allowed to say
about Adrian Peterson here, though. There's some allegations out there against. Adrian Peterson.
So you're right, and let me say, Marshawn Lynch now has a podcast, and they had an Adrian Peterson episode, and I was like, oh, not watching that. The reason I started liking the Vikings is because in Madden 08 or 09 was his rookie season, and I did a season as him with the Vikings, and so I just always liked the Vikings after that.
That's fair. He was a good running back. Just some
One of the
crazy
best. Just a
allegations.
shitty person, unfortunately, after the fact or during the fact even.
Do you have any idea what he did, Techy?
Oh, she.
I mean, no, but you're making some. You're
Beat
making me
his son
consider.
with a branch.
Okay,
Yeah.
I that was not one of my guesses. I had guesses.
No.
That was not one of them.
It wasn't like too bad, but
On his ass.
not good.
It was on. It was like spanking. It was extreme spanking.
Do we understand why?
Too much spanking. Because he's a psychopath.
Okay, wait. Who is this again?
Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson.
former running back for them,
One of the
so-
best running backs of all time. He had like a half a season on the Seahawks,
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
and didn't like that. He wasn't good, and he was a piece of shit person. But
You know what? Talent doesn't
I like the
equate to
Vikings
morals.
because of Adrian Peterson and Randy
Well,
Moss.
isn't that a fact? And it sure doesn't matter to the people in charge of the leagues.
No. I remember a couple seasons ago, I got a notification that said this was the first September in the NFL with no arrests in 10 years.
Wait,
It's
really?
like, wow. Yeah. Oh, Techy.
Is that cool? Is that good? Oh my gosh,
NFL players are constantly breaking the law. It's crazy.
that doesn't sound nice, but you know what? I
Marshawn
get
Lynch
it.
had to be driven around all over the place because he got DUIs. So he finally just got a driver.
Smart.
So why do you think that is?
Because he had a lot of money and didn't give a shit. I don't know. I
Too
met
many head
Marshawn Lynch
injuries.
once. I was in a club in Seattle with my buddy. Out of place. I don't go clubbing. My buddy was like, let's go clubbing. I was like, okay. At the club in Seattle, things are winding down. People are leaving. Marshawn Lynch is just standing there with a couple of dudes. I was like, oh my God. I'm not going to be over the top, but I walked up. I was like, hey, Lynch, big fan. Love what you do with Seattle. Happy you're here. He didn't even like acknowledge my existence, and which is fair. And then I was like, okay, wandered off.
Oh,
At least he
okay.
didn't like get upset about it.
No, yeah, he was like, he wasn't an asshole. He just like looked the other way, like he just acted like I wasn't there, and I got the hint. I was like, okay, later. Cool.
I've been messing with these heads for these your cams for a while. I've been trying to get it just right, and I can't do it, and I'm distracted. But not
Back
anymore.
Yep.
See, my basketball guy dunking.
I like it. I like it. Is that you?
I could never dunk. How tall are you, Backham?
I am 6 foot.
Just saying. I could never dunk. I could grab rim. I just couldn't get the ball over.
How tall do you have to
Same
be?
Same here.
I mean, you could be whatever. Like Spud Webb dunked at like 5'7",
So
5'8".
what is it about? Like, how do you dunk?
Well, a basketball rim is 10 feet in the air. So you have to be able to jump like about 10 feet 2 inches, 10 feet 3 inches to be able to get the ball up over the rim and in. Not jump 10 feet. You have to be able to get to 10 feet with your height and your jump, your vertical,
Okay, so if you're
and your arm reaching out.
if you're 6 feet, and what if you're and you count arm length?
I probably
assume.
jumped a foot and a half. I don't know. Not high. Because I'm 6 foot. My arm's probably another 2.5, 3 feet above me.
Mhm.
Jump a foot maybe if I was lucky.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it's physically possible for me to dunk.
No, at
I
4'10", 4'11". No shot.
Yeah,
If you did, you'd be.
you know,
Everyone in the world would know who you are if you could dunk.
I'd
at
be
4'10".
yeah. That I would have to be a hell of a jumper.
A lot of people knew who Spud Webb was, and he won a dunk contest at like 5'8". So
Well, that's a whole foot taller than me. Almost.
exactly.
New goal to start training for Techy.
No, I do not go for impossible goals. They have to at least be achievable.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, I came close, but I could never get the ball. Like,
Yeah.
down.
It's tough.
Did you guys
It doesn't feel like it should be that hard, and then you get up there, it's like, why can't I get it over the rim?
So did you guys play sports?
Yeah,
Yeah. He played soccer. What other
I was like
sports?
I played soccer, lacrosse, and basketball in high school, and I ran track in middle school as well.
Wow.
Wait, soccer, lacrosse, basketball.
Lacrosse, you must be a tough son of a bitch. Lacrosse is known as being a tough guy sport.
I grew up with lacrosse. My dad played professionally and then coached.
That's sick.
When Chicago had pro teams, my dad was the vice president of the indoor team, and he was the coach of the outdoor team. And then he ended up coaching my high school team, and that's
awesome.
I was like so against wearing pads. That's why I never played football.
Oh,
Oh.
you
I just
are the
know-
tough fucker then.
I
don't
I
need
just
the
didn't
pads.
want to. I didn't
Oh,
want to
okay.
wear them. Like it was uncomfortable. I was like,
Uncomfortable?
I don't
I
want
feel
to. I don't want to play football because I have to wear pads. And then he would try to get me to play lacrosse, and I was like, no, I don't want to wear the pads. And finally, I like quit track in high school, and he's like, you look
Perfect.
really bored. I was like, I am bored. He's like, come on, come play lacrosse. I said, fine, I'll come try lacrosse. And
If
that's,
I'm
like,
not
for 4
mistaken, I
years.
could be way wrong on. I don't know much about lacrosse. Is it similar to soccer's structure? Is it 11v11? Or no, 10v10. Soccer's 10v10, right? No, it is 11. I can't even fucking remember now.
It is 10 on 10. Three defenders, 3 mid, 3 attack, and a goalie. So
Got it.
10 on 10.
What position were you?
I was a midfielder,
I
Yeah.
mean, obviously, I guess I should have
Yeah.
been able to guess that.
up and down the field constantly. But it was a great time. I
That's
had
awesome.
1 year there was a team we had that was really good. But unfortunately, we had
You played as
the number 1 team in the state in the playoffs, and we almost won. We were up at halftime, and it just got destroyed in the second half.
What happened? You guys get tight, or did they just turn it up? Like,
They just
what's the
made
sense?
adjustments, and there was not much we could
That's rough.
do to stop them.
Was that your favorite to play?
No, basketball's my favorite.
Basketball.
You loved playing basketball. How long
6
did you play
foot, you're a
basketball?
point guard?
Eventually, yes. I hit my growth spurt early, so I actually played center. I actually know a lot of post,
Wow, I was
a
the
lot of post
opposite.
I'm waiting for my growth spurt. It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. It'll be there.
That's
Yeah.
this isn't like a shot, but that's like the worst position to be in basketball is to be the tall guy first, so you grow up as a center, and then like no, you're guard height. I was like, oh well, fuck.
When did you get tall?
Huh?
When did you like get tall? When was your growth spurt?
Maybe around 6th grade. I started. I was just playing center up until then, and then about 7th into 8th grade, people started passing me again.
Oh, okay.
Ugh. That's a bummer.
So I mean, it actually wasn't too bad because it translated really well into that I had better post control than a lot of these guards that would try to guard
Well,
me.
that's something no guards have.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the one benefit, I guess, or one of a couple benefits.
So I'm really good, like finishing around the rim.
So you were like the
And
Gary
then-
Payton. Gary Payton, good in the post.
And then high school came, and I was like, do I want to keep playing? Because I had, looking back now, I shouldn't have had confidence issues because I was the 6th man. I was coming off the bench, but like to an 8th grader, I'm like, I'm not starting. Like,
that's fair.
I can't
Yeah.
play. These guys are so much better than me. Am I gonna make it in high school when like so my district was so big that we had 2 different middle schools, and then they merged into one high school, and I was like, how am I going to beat out these 10 guys now?
My place was the same way. Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not trying out. And my local like recreation center had a high school league, and I think it was like $600 a team. So you just get your friends, and as the more people you get, the cheaper it becomes. And
how big what was the minimum requirement for the team?
I think
5 starters.
Probably. I don't actually know, but I was like, yeah, sure. Like my friend asked me, he's like, you want to make a team since you're not playing for the high school? I was like, yeah, that'll be fun. Like a game every Sunday.
That's it.
And I went and played that. And the first year, we're the only freshman team in the whole league, and we get our ass kicked every year, every game. We're the only freshman team, playing against all these juniors and seniors. And then by year 2, more people start finding out about it. And then by like my senior year, they had to make 2 divisions for how many like our high school was losing star players because it was more fun to go build your team in our rec league, and like teams had Twitter accounts. There was beef going on between teams.
Oh my
like, talking
god!
Shit. Like,
what was the name of your team?
We were the Rebels.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah. It came from, so we had our first year team, and then the guy who created that team was like, I'm gonna go make a team with all my like other friends. Do you want to leave those guys and come to my team? It's like, fuck no, like these are my friends too, like all these guys. Right. So I was like, all right, I'm taking over, like this is my team now.
Boom.
We're the Rebels.
I love that. That's sick.
That sounds like
that's
fun,
badass.
Actually.
Yeah, Techy, that's where the sports gets you. It's the hype around it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Community
building.
Yeah, it's okay. So that's why people like sports.
Yes. We actually like learned about something that really stuck with me in the sports psychology classes, called like it's like Burging. I forget what it actually stands for. Let me look real quick.
Oh yeah, because you took a lot of sports related classes.
Yeah.
And one of them was sports psychology.
Yeah, it was a really fun class.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I majored in psychology, so that's actually really interesting to see the
my god
comparison.
Are you both majored in shit?
I majored in English and psychology.
I'm outclassed.
Good. Nah, Matt, you are talking circles around me right now.
I took a year of community college while I was a senior.
You didn't need college. You just are successful without it. Hold on. What do you
Okay.
What do you
Stands,
mean?
it stands for basking in reflected glory. But basically,
Berging. Okay.
It doesn't sound like a good thing.
No, it didn't.
It's basically like it's really interesting because it's like when your team is doing well, you're like, we are doing really good, and when your team sucks, you're like, they suck. Like you don't associate yourself with the team because they suck. But like when your team's doing really good, you're like, I'm part of the team. Like we're doing really well right now, and like that stuff is like really interesting to me.
I feel like I'd be more inclined to do the opposite and say we are doing great and I suck.
Yeah, actually.
I feel like I would be more likely to be like, God, I'm not doing enough. They're not doing enough.
Not so much on like a personal, like you're on the team. Like I'm talking like professional teams. Like you're talking about your favorite team. Like we are really good right
you're
now.
absolutely right.
When you're so you're talking from a fan perspective, not
fan
like
perspective.
Okay, it's completely different. Because I was like, when I'm playing,
I thought you were talking about on the team.
No, I see where the mistake.
Okay,
yeah, you're right. I think I do the same thing.
Like, yeah, you start to distance it. Oh my gosh, I see that so much.
Yeah.
My mom is the funniest. Because she does that with Eagles all the time. She'll be so happy and be like, we're awesome, and then they lose and they're like, did you see how they played? And I'll be like,
yeah.
Because you don't want to associate yourself with the bad.
I'm guilty of if the Celtics are on a good if the Celtics are on a good streak, I'll watch all the media and everyone talking about all the good stuff. And as soon as they're on a bad streak, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to hear them shit on my team.
Nah, my mom's the one that does the shitting on the team.
I definitely shit on the team too.
Even
I don't need to watch other people shit on the team.
Even when they win, she's like, "But did you see how they played?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I get it, but they won. They got the job done." Like,
there's a gray area with that. It's like you can criticize a team that didn't do well in a win, but also like they still got the win. Like let's not over fucking react.
Yeah, like the Eagles over the Packers.
Facts.
Actually, I think that is the exact game that she said that too. I'm not gonna lie.
Packers played like shit and still almost won.
I did watch.
Saquon's a problem.
They
fucking Saquon's scoring.
Yeah.
They did have me worried. That whole game was weird for me. But what was I going to say? Oh wait, Cam, let me see your jersey again. I wanted to see that. I didn't.
Yeah, let's everyone see the custom.
Oh yeah, that's a custom BatCam jersey.
In the 22.
Only $100 per person.
Tell me why. Tell me why 22.
It was my number playing sports growing up, and
why'd you
take it?
Did you just Did you just choose 22, or is there a reason you chose 22?
So, like I said, my dad was involved in professional lacrosse, and in indoor lacrosse team, we'd go to all the games. And there was a guy who was also named Cameron on the team, and he had 22. So then I just took that number.
Hell yeah, that's sick.
And it just stuck with you.
Yep,
that's awesome.
Once you have a number, you want that number. That's a sports thing. Always. Techy, there are people. They're in all pro sports. There are trades all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Players could be traded to another team, and that number could be taken already on the other team. Players are known to pay lesser known players to give them their number.
Oh, okay.
Like if a star player has the number 9 and they go to another team where the 9's already taken, they might pay that player to give them the number 9.
9's my number. I love the number 9.
9's my number also.
Oh, okay. You know what? You can have
because
it.
of Rajon Rondo. Unfortunately, I don't have a Rajon Rondo jersey.
What do you like about him? And who is he?
He was the best point guard in the NBA for 3 seasons.
Oh, see, I don't know.
Rondo fan.
I know zero.
You are a big Rondo fan?
Celtics only beat the Bulls in the playoffs because Rondo got injured.
And hey, the Bulls almost beat the Celtics in the playoffs because of Rondo, and they didn't because Rondo got injured.
Yep.
Rondo is my all-time favorite point guard. He's the reason number 9 is my number. I had a jersey. I do have a jersey of his, but it's a gray.
What jersey are you wearing right now?
Isaiah Thomas, number 4. Isaiah Thomas from Tacoma, my area.
Oh, okay.
I rep for any player that's from Seattle or Washington area
The way Isaiah Thomas played infuriated me, though.
for 3 seasons.
He infuriated me. I
I guess
hated
2
he
seasons.
would drive in,
I
he
was gonna
would
say
jump
draws
stop,
the foul.
and he's either getting a foul or he's passing it off. And I'm like,
Yep.
I hate this.
Hey man, a guy that
It
was
worked.
5'10",
That's-
almost averaged 30 in
No,
the
I
NBA.
agree. Props to him. Like, you got to do what you got to do. But watching it, I was like, I hate this. It's the same reason I hate James Harden.
I've been.
Bait
Oh, I
for
feel. Oh,
fouls.
I hate James Harden. Thomas didn't bait for fouls the way Harden did.
No, not
Does.
like Harden. But
You can't see it, but over here to my right, I've been to 3 basketball NBA games in my life. Unfortunately, no Sonics games because I wasn't into watching them yet. Into watching basketball yet. 2 Celtics games in Portland and 1 Celtics game in Boston. And it was when Isaiah Thomas was on the team, and I have an Isaiah Thomas little poster on the wall over here to the right. And that's actually where I got this jersey, was in Boston in the arena.
oh, that's really cool.
But yeah, Isaiah Thomas is awesome. Unfortunately, not my favorite player. That's Rajon Rondo. But
What are your thoughts on LeBron James?
Mostly positive. I'm not a hater. I'm not a super. I'm not a super. I'm not even really a fan. Like, I acknowledge. I'm a fan. Like, I'm not anti LeBron. I acknowledge he's one of the best players. I would say best player over Michael Jordan only because of longevity and consistency. Like, the peak of Michael Jordan, I just take any LeBron question like a fucking LeBron versus Michael.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan had a better peak. LeBron over 22 years now. It's just undeniable.
He was
I'm a
great in
LeBron
Space
hater.
Jam.
You're a LeBron hater?
Yeah.
I get it.
But like,
I
it's
understand
a
that.
Bulls thing. It's a Bulls thing.
I mean, understandable. I mean, and just like if Dano was here, he would have been a LeBron hater too, or at least he should have fucking been. They
Yeah.
called it LeBronto.
Yeah.
So I get it. But
Yeah.
Wait, so
I just
why
acknowledge
do
the
they hate it?
accomplishments.
Why do the Bulls hate?
LeBron's teams kicked the Bulls out of the playoffs like at least I think it was 4 times. I think his record against the Bulls in the playoffs is 16-5.
His record against anyone in the playoffs in his prime was ridiculous.
Like that was the Derrick Rose team. That team was so good. That was our shot.
Derrick Rose is the biggest what if in NBA history. And Zion is a close second.
True.
Not even close, because at least Derrick got an MVP. Zion's never been sniffed an MVP.
My parents have Charlotte Hornets season tickets. So I went to the game when they played the Lakers this past Monday, and I booed the fuck out of LeBron.
Good. Good.
It was great.
Let me say this. Do you think an athletic point guard, or I guess ask this, like Derrick Rose, like Russell Westbrook, like John Morant, can ever win a championship? Because my contention is if Derrick Rose and Russell Westbrook couldn't do it, no one can.
I think they can. I think it's about who's around them, and
that's the problem. Is by the time you're that guy, it's hard to put a team around them because they're the highlight reel, they're the franchise. It's hard to put a functioning team around an athletic point guard like that, a championship level team.
But I also don't think the athletic part is, I guess, athletic is
it. I just mean the aggressive, athletic drive to the hoop. I'm gonna be the main scoring option kind of point guard. I guess is what I meant by saying athletic.
That's true. If they think they need to be the main scorer, like Russell Westbrook cost the OKC their champion.
Yep, absolutely. John Morant to me won't sniff a championship as long as he thinks he's the guy.
I don't feel like the Grizzlies have shooters in the first place for him to not have to be that guy. But like Westbrook had KD and Harden. Like, you did not need.
How does that team not get it done, man? I
Dude,
guess I know it's the Heat.
That's why I'm like, get Billy Donovan out of
fuck.
Chicago. Get him out. I was never a fan of Billy Donovan getting signed to Chicago. If you can't win with that OKC team, you're not winning with our
absolutely. I will say, I wanted Vucevic. I was upset he went to the Bulls. And in hindsight, I'm glad he went to the Bulls.
He's not bad.
He's not bad, but he's not what I thought he was gonna be.
No, the Lonzo injury killed the Bulls, and it's been downhill since.
I love Lonzo.
I love Lonzo too. He's so good. I'm glad he's
It's
back.
just if he could just stay on the floor. He's another. I mean, he's nowhere near Derrick Rose or Zion, but he's another one of those. If he could have just been healthy.
Yeah, he's just really smart.
Yeah, and he improved his shot. When he got drafted, he would shoot from the left side of his head.
Horrendous.
It was disgusting. And he fixed it. Good on him.
Techy, I want to see you shoot a basketball.
No, you don't.
Love that. We need a clip.
You
Can
don't.
we get a live clip in the YouTube
I
video?
played
of you
basketball
shooting a
once upon a
basketball?
time. What do you mean? I played basketball for a year when I was 6.
Another huge what if, and another team I use in 2K a ton, Brandon Roy. Also, Oregon guy. I don't think he's from Washington.
Yeah. Injuries suck.
Fucking.
And they're just getting more
I
common.
guess if we're talking about that team, Greg Oden too. Shit. Greg Oden, number 1 pick over Kevin Durant. How crazy is that?
I love KD. KD's my favorite player.
KD will always have a soft spot in my heart. Rookie of the year is a Sonic. Last year, the Sonics existed.
I don't even care that he went to the Warriors. I understand it as a business perspective.
Listen, exactly. Listen, they had built through the draft and a couple of savvy veteran signings, and then you can afford to sign Kevin Durant. Why the fuck would you not? How can you hate on them for that or hate on him for that? He's getting max money and going to a badass team. Like, anyone would do that. Why are they catching hate for that? I don't get it. It's just pure. They're too good hate.
Yep.
I had heard. I don't think it is ever officially confirmed, but I heard part of the reason Durant was fine with leaving the Thunder is because they left Seattle. I guess he really liked Seattle and was upset that they chose to leave.
Oh, really? That's
I've never heard. I can't remember where I heard that. I heard that, and I never looked up to see if it was anything official. I just accepted it because I wanted it to be true.
him changing his number when he went to the Nets. I ordered the jersey so fast I had to like reach out to the seller, be like, "Hey, change the number." He changed his number. It's not 35 anymore.
What was it?
He changed it to 7 when he was with the Nets.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, go back to 35.
Oh, I'm just listening, guys. Don't worry. I'm having a great
You have any
time.
questions, Techy?
Yeah.
I was playing a
we gotta
game.
give you the floor.
No.
so
I was actually playing a game of giving myself a tally mark every time I recognize the name of someone you said.
Where we at?
2.
What are the 2? LeBron?
I don't remember. I just gave tally marks perfectly.
I
Probably
just had,
LeBron and Michael Jordan.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
you just called him.
No, it was in my head. Don't stop it. Yes,
Techy, I'm sorry. I have to cut you off again because something just came back to my mind.
Go ahead.
BatCam.
Yeah.
The greatest first round playoff series of all time. Derrick Rose rookie year 2009 Celtics versus Bulls.
That was a good
7-game series. There's like fucking 5 overtimes. Ben Gordon going off. John Salmon's the secret of the NBA, just dominating. Kirk Heinrich, probably my favorite white player in the NBA at the time. Rondo doing his thing. Derrick Rose going, I'm a rookie, but fuck you, Rondo. I'm right here. What a fucking series.
Great series.
I watched I actually recorded every game back in the day. I don't have it because it was my dad's shit at the time, but
Yeah.
last season, not this last season, the Celtics won. The season before, people were calling the Denver versus LA first round series one of the best series of all time, first round series ever. I was like, oh, what?
I didn't even think it was that good.
No.
I don't know. I feel like the series.
Joakim Noah stealing the ball and running 3/4 of the court and dunking it for the win. I think it was for the win or close.
Yeah.
Ray Allen hitting a 3 in Hydrick's face from like 30 feet in a double overtime. That series was crazy. I don't think we'll ever see a first round series like that.
I really like the the Celtics Wizards series. The year they still had IT and John Wall.
Markieff Morris. I remember thinking I want Markieff Morris, and later we got his twin, Marcus Morris. Gortat, who has a screen named after him, the Gortat screen.
Yeah.
Those were good battles, man. John Wall, short-lived, but a monster in his time.
It's a shame.
If he could have hit a three,
how they like weed some of these guys out of the NBA.
Well, you got to be able to hit a shot. Look at Ben Simmons. Sorry, wants people
He's still here.
It almost is he? It almost happened to Rondo. They started sagging off Rondo, and he was smart enough to be like, okay, well then it just opens up the passing lanes. Here's 14 assists.
Right.
Like, if you can't shoot in the NBA going back 15 years, there's not much of a spot for you. There's the other people that can shoot at your position.
Exactly. The game is completely different.
Yeah.
No.
You can't have a fucking Thabo Cephalosha anymore.
You recognize that name, right, Techy? Little check mark there.
I zoned out. So I didn't hear the name.
It's okay. You wouldn't have recognized the name.
Although I guess Gary Payton II exists. He can't shoot to save his life. But his Cephalosha's defense was too. I guess Gary Payton's the modern Thabo Cephalosha. Good for him. He's garbage.
Techy, what do you want to know?
What do I want to know? I just know how much I don't know at this point. It's mind-blowing. The amount of names, the amount of things.
We're just talking about basketball.
Yeah, and that's just... Yeah, that's
I consider myself a little bit of a basketball historian. Like, I like to... I know a lot of... I feel like I've forgotten now, but I know a lot of basketball players and shit they've done.
My brother-in-law is like that with the Eagles. He can name any fact about anything that happened to the Eagles ever. He actually once won a contest for the best Eagles man cave. My sister's basement, insane Eagles memorabilia everywhere.
Could he have told you that there was a straight-to-TV Disney movie called that?
You know what? I don't think he could, Matt. I don't think he could. Actually, I should definitely ask him directly.
Ask him if he knows.
Yeah,
like,
the
hey, did
garbage.
you ever see this great Eagles movie that I know about?
The Garbage Man.
Just make it seem like you've known about it for ages, and he's an idiot for not knowing about it.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he did, though. He is pretty insane with his Eagles lore and all that. It's mostly with football. He does hockey. He's also big into hockey.
Okay.
Which I know very little into hockey, but he's a big Ovechkin fan.
We got a hockey team, and I said I'm going to become a hockey fan, and I never did.
You just never did.
Team.
I love the name.
Yeah, it's really
the
cool.
one series I watched was we upset the defending champions in the opening round of the playoffs a couple seasons ago. I watched that series. That was cool.
I like the Mighty Ducks. They're legit.
Let's go.
Classic.
The Penguins are also pretty cool because Penguins are awesome. But I have to be a Flyers fan because it's pretty much all Philadelphia-based teams for me. So Flyers, Phillies, and 76ers. Yeah.
Thoughts on Joel Embiid?
Thoughts on Tyrese Maxey not making the All-Star game? Getting beat out by Darius Garland and fucking... Who was the other one? Oh my God. I was like, no Melo, no fucking Trae Young, no Tyrese Maxey.
I mean, Melo's been injured. Melo can't stay healthy. I understand why people want to see him in there, but I literally go to so many Hornets games and he's not even there half the time.
That's true. That's fair. How do you feel about Grant Williams in Charlotte?
He's the one who tore his ACL, right?
Did he? I didn't know that. Oh.
Yeah, I think he tore his ACL really early into the season.
Here's the fun thing.
I watch him open Pokemon packs, though.
Did he get anything good?
Yeah, he collects like really good Pokemon cards.
I did not know that. That's amazing.
I love that.
Grant Williams is the funniest, corniest, fucking most aggravating player in the NBA. Here's a fun fact: if you guys trade him, you're going to the finals. It was proven last season. If you trade Grant Williams away, you go to the finals. Celtics traded him in the offseason to Dallas. Dallas traded him mid-season to Charlotte. Celtics, Dallas go to the finals.
Have you ever had any injuries? Sports related?
No.
I've just a bunch of sprains. I sprained my MCL. Someone jumped on my back trying to get a rebound, and my leg shot out to the side.
Ugh.
Yeah.
How many fingers have you jammed? Every one?
Not too many, surprisingly.
I don't know why basketball I jam fingers all the time. I've probably jammed every fucking finger.
My ankles are really weak. Like they crack when I walk out because I've sprained my right ankle 3 times and my left ankle once. First time I sprained it, I was at soccer camp over the summer and I was full sprint and I just stepped and it went right to the side. It was not
instant swell.
Not too bad. But definitely I fell over. It was really painful.
Oh man.
I was done with soccer camp for this.
Yeah.
And then the worst one was in basketball. And again, a free throw went up. I went to box the guy out and my foot stepped on his foot.
Of course, that's what it always is.
And it rolled, and it is like the size of a softball that my ankle swelled up to. I have a picture.
Yo.
You have a picture?
I do have a picture.
I want to say
it's a miracle. I never played on a team in any. I've only ever played like a bunch of street basketball and backyard football. Like I've never been on any actual team, but I've played a lot of basketball. I've never rolled an ankle. It's crazy. Impressive. It's pure luck.
Well, it's like once you do it once, it's just so
it's over and over and over. Yeah.
So I rolled my ankle and then I was on crutches for 2 weeks. And I was finally cleared to play again with a brace, and I rolled the other ankle. I stepped forward to do a really like extended pass, and I stepped weird on it and rolled the other ankle. So I was in 2 ankle braces.
It wasn't even on another foot. It was just because the extension.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Is that why you were having problem with the push-ups?
No, that's
ankles
like
would have
no, he was doing push-ups on stream, but I don't remember why.
Yeah, no, my wrist is really messed up. I don't know what's wrong with it right now. I can't put weight on it. I should probably get it checked out. But that's more because there's a ganglion cyst in there, and that.
Yeah,
okay.
That's not great.
Yeah, completely.
I've come close to rolling ankles, and I just fall over. I just throw. Oh my god,
that is huge.
Yeah. That was, and then like a top-down perspective, you could see it sticking out.
Yo, and you just gotta live with that. That's what sucks about that shit. Is there's nothing really you can do. Just don't move it much. Elevate it.
The way the doctor was like describing it to me, they're like, well, now you can basically never break your ankle because for when it happens, it's like when you're spraining an ankle, it's the tendons ripping. But for a broken one, they have to pull the bone off instead of ripping. So my tendons are just so weak now that they'll just keep spraining, and that like at least you'll never break an ankle. Like,
silver lining. Silver lining. You know who did break an ankle?
Who?
Gordon Hayward.
A pretty bad one too.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, kind of sent his career down.
I was so excited about that. Not the injury, about getting Gordon Hayward. And then opening night. Although that was
disgusting.
Oh God. It was
him and Paul George.
Paul George was worse.
For sure.
I don't know. Yeah, it was. The worst was that guy in college. I don't remember his name.
Oh, Kevin Ware.
Yeah.
His bone went
just split open. God. Techy, there are some horrifying injuries in sports.
Yeah.
People literally have died.
Playing.
Damar Hamlin a couple seasons ago died on the field and was resuscitated, and then played football a season and a half later.
Oh, okay.
Horrific injuries.
What's the worst injury that's ever happened?
A death.
Well, like, yeah. Other than how did they die?
They got hit in the head really hard,
And then, like, but not the resuscitated. Like they died. Oh God.
I don't remember his name. There was one NFL player that's died on the field. I can't remember who it was.
There's been a couple nasty NFL ones where the leg gets twisted up, and then
Alex Smith.
Although, like,
There's
this was bad, but
there's a Seahawk named Ricardo Lockett who was on a kickoff return play, except he was on the kicking team, and he started stumbling midfield and was kind of doing the forward like this, and a player on the receiving team hammered him, broke his neck, and he never played again.
That's
Oh
crazy.
gosh.
I remember there's a Bears player, and they were like talking about
his
snapped
leg folded in half.
Yeah, and they're like
The tight end.
and they
was
might
his
have to like
name?
amputate it because
Yeah, they almost. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. What the hell was his name? There was a Seahawk tight end with the exact same name, and I thought it was him, and it ended up being a different guy. Googling this.
That's crazy. The pressure people will put their
Bears tight end
bodies
broken
to.
leg. It's like the second highest one. Zach Miller.
yeah. hmm
It might have been actually the same Zach Miller.
Yeah, injuries are not fun, and
It's
my
crazy.
body feels them today. And I'm only 28, but
No, not the same Zach Miller. He was never on the Seahawks. There was a Zach Miller on the Seahawks. You're only 28?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm old.
But I sure feel those years of sports in my knees and joints.
It's okay. I
I
feel
got-
them, and I'm not in sports.
I have iron shoulders and iron ankles, but I've got bad knees.
My friend has really bad knees. He has torn his ACL 3 or 4 times,
No shot.
and he continues to go back to playing basketball.
I mean, how could you not? It's fucking basketball.
I know, but he has no ACL anymore.
That's rough. I guess at least it's only the ACL.
Right.
I've never experienced it. It sounds so painful.
I've had
Yeah,
injuries, but never sports related. I had a second elbow on my left arm because my older brother decided to try to do a wrestling move to me on the trampoline, and he snapped my arm in half under
Wait.
the elbow.
Wait, say that again. A second elbow? What?
Yeah, my arm folded up. It looked like I had a second elbow. Imagine, like, let me use the camera in a way this one.
Oh,
Imagine that was my arm.
ew.
Yeah, but that
I-
was because that was a wrestling move on a trampoline. I've never done anything severe playing sports, but I never was on an official team, so things are more competitive there. Injuries happen more often when you're playing competitively.
Gorio says, I broke a bone in my wrist while playing as goalkeeper and didn't notice for months.
Oh no, you know what? That's true. I'm lying to you. I broke a scaphoid, a tiny little bone in your wrist. The size of like a peanut. Because I was playing pickup basketball at the YMCA, and a guy had a breakaway on me, and instead of going for the layup, he pulled up for a free throw line shot, and I blocked him from behind, and then I fell backwards and caught myself like this, and boom, that'll break your wrist sometimes.
I'm kind of worried I have a similar issue right now. Just from I actually cannot put like physical pressure to like.
You gotta
myself
get that
up
checked
to-
out.
Yeah.
The first X-ray I
Yeah.
got, they're like, it's fine, and I got a second opinion, and they're like, there might be something. So then I had to get a CAT scan, and then it was like, oh yeah, you broke your scaphoid. So it can be kind of undetectable. You should probably check it out.
For sure. Inbred says, damn, that injury was a keeper. I'll see myself out.
We've mentioned a bunch of them now.
No, he's talking about the one where
The ankle?
being a goalkeeper.
goalkeeper.
Get it, keeper. Yeah.
I get it.
Gorio, Inbred's so funny. Gorio says, mine was about to start to necrotizing.
Ooh, gosh.
What is that?
It's gonna literally it just starts dying.
Oh.
The tissue just starts dying.
Necro. Yeah, I should have figured that out. Necro.
It's like gangrene. Gangrene. The tissue's just starting to rot.
Is that how you figured it out, Gorio? Was it rotting? Could you tell? What made you go in for it? Sorry, now I'm asking chat questions.
Oh, it's okay. That always scared me about being in goal. That I'd get my hand pinched between the ball and the post, and something bad would happen.
Is that a common thing? I've never heard of that.
No, I was just afraid.
It makes sense hearing. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough.
I played a little bit of goalkeeper when I was younger, and then the goals got bigger, and I stopped wanting to play goalkeeper.
That's fair.
I was like, I'm better.
At 6 feet, though, you got to be the goalkeeper.
Gorio says, I was feeling some pain in my wrist, and a friend that had the same injury told me to go see a doctor, and I thank him for it all the time.
That's crazy.
Good story.
I didn't think I broke anything. When I told that story about me catching myself on my hands, I kept playing basketball for like 2 hours after that. And just thinking, oh, that doesn't feel great on my left wrist, but it's not my shooting hand, whatever. The next day, at the time, I was riding a bike to work, and I was riding my bike. I couldn't fucking move my left hand. And I got into work. I work at Boeing, and luckily they got like medical on site. I was taking my jacket off, and I had to gingerly pull it over my left hand. And my manager's like, what's going on there? I was like, oh, I have my hand playing basketball. He said, go to medical, get it checked out.
Good manager.
That's convenient.
Broken wrist, super convenient.
Sorry, I'm reading. I'm just making sure. Yeah, so
Do your thing.
Gorio, yeah, he says. Yeah, well, he had a week, he said. Oh, a multiple months he went without noticing.
It was 3 weeks before I had been fully diagnosed and got a cast, but months is crazy.
Half a year, Gorio, you went and you were just like, this is fine.
No, that wasn't scaphoid then. Scaphoid would have healed itself by then. Bones heal.
It was necrotizing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It took 6 months for it to necrotize. I just want to use that word a lot now.
That's a good word.
It's my word of the day. Oh, so Matt, Kim is a hater. You know, he hates when it comes to sports.
Who?
Kim. So
no, hates who?
LeBron.
Well, he's just a hater.
Oh, I mean, that's
no.
fair.
Yeah, he's a hater in general.
He's been pretty nice so far.
No.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. But he's a
Techy's
hater.
been hearing me hate on the Eagles for the last 3 weeks.
I heard he hates LeBron and he hates the Eagles. And I asked him why. And what are your answers? Why, Cam? You could say
they beat my team.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was saying
that's a hater.
That's the only reason anyone ever hates a sports team is because they beat your team.
What? But that doesn't make sense to me.
Why?
Because why would you hate? Okay, yes, you didn't want
because
to
they
be
beat my team.
No. Yes.
I don't care if we lose to the winners. We still lost.
Where I see
still
though.
Lost.
No, but
right.
Yeah, but you lost to the best.
We lost to the best, but it doesn't matter.
Techy,
we still lost.
That's how I feel about it.
No.
Yes.
So you're okay losing in the Super Bowl then?
Yes, if I lost to the best.
She's not a sports fan. You got to use a different analogy.
Oh yeah, give me another analogy. Go ahead.
So if you lost in a Pokemon battle to the eventual champ, you'd be fine.
I want I want that person to win. That person should go up to win. I lost. If I was in a Valorant competition and I lost round 1 to a really good team, I would want that team to go, and I'd be like, well, we were going to lose because they were the best. They were the best.
That's cope. That's called copium.
It's called hating on another team that's just better. They're just better. They were better.
You can't.
But they're not just better. They got lucky.
Okay, but that's hater talk. That's hater talk.
I want them to win because they beat us. Cope.
Oh no, saying that team just got lucky is coping.
It's all cope.
Yeah,
You lost.
You can.
No one likes that.
You can argue
either
that
get mad or you cope.
I understand
you
it's
don't
coping.
accept it.
Oh, why not? Why can't you accept it?
Because your team lost. That's not sports.
What do you mean? It's the same thing. You brought it to my level, and I still can't agree. All right, give me another example.
They're the enemy.
Give me
Fuck
another.
'em.
Give me another example. No, give me. Try to bring it back to my level. No, try to bring it back to my level. I'm trying to figure it out.
I'm sorry.
Where would I? No. Your passion level's good. I'm saying bring it back to my level in a way that makes me feel that anger towards another person. Because I lost
anger.
to them.
It's not anger. It's jealousy. It's spite. It's pettiness.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's cold.
All right. Where am I? Yeah. The pettiness.
Yeah. Fuck 'em.
Help me find the pettiness.
No.
Okay. What if
you just
what
found
if there was
the
like money
pettiness,
involved?
Techy,
Like
I
you
was
were in a
born
competition.
No. Okay, I can't do it on the sports level.
Let
no, go ahead.
What if you were in some sort of competition
Mhm.
and then there's like money involved?
Yeah.
Okay. You're just okay with not winning the money?
So, I play poker. I love poker. I do.
What kind of poker?
Texas Hold'em. I've been playing since I was 8. I love Texas Hold'em. I play it all the time. And we've had a tournament, where a bunch of my family, it's not just it's just a bunch of people that play poker. They come, we play. It's obviously more casual games because it's family, but they're all poker players. And we do play for money. I put up money. And
so the person that takes you out, you want them to win?
I do really. Yes, I do. I have literally, I have kept people in the game. I have literally decided not to bet things I know I would get these people out on because I didn't want them to get out. I am a bit
you're throwing at that point. What are we talking about?
But it's
like missing a free throw on purpose.
It's the fun of it. It's the experience of it.
I can't relate to that. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm bad at gaming.
That sounds like there's no competitive bone in Techy's body.
And when you don't, fuck 'em.
I still win. It doesn't matter as long as I win. If I can get the win.
We're saying you don't win.
Well, yeah, and if I don't win, that's fine.
You root for the enemy.
Why not? If they got me out and they weren't a dick about it, let's make a difference.
By beating you, they are default
no.
a dick about
that
it.
That is where we differ. I don't think beating me makes me a dick. What if they're your second favorite team? Do you still hate them?
Fuck them.
Yeah, yes. You still hate them.
I do think making it individualized does make it more difficult to.
Individualizing is hard. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, because you could still like the person themselves, but the teams are separate, and you can hate a whole team.
Once we get the Sonics back, which is happening, is coming. If we meet the Celtics in the finals, fuck the Celtics.
Okay.
For that finals.
For
then
that finals.
Like a fan again. I'll be a fan again after.
I don't think that way. I am like, okay, I do really want the Eagles to win. I might not be a fan of like sports. I'm not, but I need the Eagles are not just like. My dad works for like a company that sells Eagles merch. It's important to me that they win, not just like on a fan level. I do want them to win on a fan level. My whole family gets really happy about it. I like that. But so it is important so it is important to me that they win. But if I heard that they lost to the Packers or your favorite team, I would still be happy because I'd be like, you know what? I know a Packers fan that is really happy right now, and that would make me happy. I get it that I shouldn't be because my team lost, and
that's why you're not a sports fan.
Maybe that's
nice.
I don't.
That's why you're not a sports fan. Right there.
Like I want to win. I do. I have competitive spirit in me, but it's not the same.
You know what's funny is I do not bring this attitude to gaming. I'm like this in sports and gaming. Couldn't care less. You beat me, whatever. In sports, no! I'm going to win!
I've had to tone down that competitive attitude so hard. Like I said, growing up as a 3-sport athlete,
I get it.
was
You gotta win.
so
It's
competitive.
It's a
And then
competitive environment. There's
Yep.
only one way to advance, and that's by being the best.
Right. And then I got to
Or
college,
getting lucky,
and
apparently.
I did intramural sports.
And you
in
got shit
college.
on, didn't you?
Well, all my friends were like not
Feeling it.
they didn't play like competitive basketball, but they enjoyed playing and they wanted to make a team. I was like, sure, we'll do non-competitive intramural basketball. And then we lost, and I'm like, wait, I'm losing in non-competitive intramural basketball? Like, this is not okay to me. This is not okay. I don't like this.
No. This isn't what I signed up for.
It's like, sure, I'll run the table in non-competitive basketball, fine. And then I was like, wait, no, okay, I need to like calm it down, because then they get like the force of it, and I'm like, I'm not trying to lose friends over non-competitive basketball.
That's hilarious.
And that's how gaming is for me now. And like Techy watches my Marvel Rivals, and I'm like yelling at chat. I'm like, this is all I want to say to my friends right now that they're not doing, but I'm not going to yell at the.
That's awesome.
It's a whole different side of me.
I don't know why I've been able to separate gaming from that sports side of me. Gaming to me, couldn't care less. Beat me 12 times in a row, whatever. Sports, you've beat me once. Fuck you.
I'm so conflicted. I don't know how I feel. Like
I know you have that competitive side to you, because
Of course,
when we
of
play
course.
Valorant and you're like grinding for silver.
Of course, I'm not competitive. Obviously, I have goals and drives and passion.
Right.
I
You're just okay with the other team winning.
If they're not dicks, if they're not dicks about it, obviously, if they're a dick, it's all cards are off the table. You're getting crushed, easy, no problem. Because I don't deal with bad winners, bad losers. I don't deal with that. I don't mind people even being competitive around me. Like, I wouldn't, if you were playing Marvel Rivals and you wanted to be like shit talking me because of certain things, that's okay. I won't.
It's not.
It is though. It's
You
perfectly
shit talk
fine.
Techy, you're going down.
It's fine though. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it, even though people are like, "No, you can't do that." I'm okay with it. I mean, it's whatever. If I wouldn't go play the game with them if I thought I was shit at it and that they were taking it seriously. That's not fair for me to do that. I shouldn't go into a game they're taking seriously and then suck at it. You know what I mean?
Who gives a shit?
Well, they're giving a shit. If they're giving a shit about it, I shouldn't go into the game and then just be awful about it.
Okay, so
then
why do you allow Dano in your games then?
Dano's,
Dan, are you watching?
you know,
Got him. Got him.
the real answer is someone needs to carry Dano. And
no, they don't. They could let him learn for himself. I was gonna say, let me slip this in real quick. Like I said, I never really played any actual sports. It was all mostly street ball and shit. I did play in a Boeing league. My team only made it 3 games before it just disbanded because we weren't doing it. It was a disaster. But those were the only 3 ref basketball games I've ever played. And I was fucking so mad when we weren't doing good. I fouled out of the last game we played. And I was, oh God, there's no shots in the world I ever would have rooted for that other team. I wished, not pain, because I'm not that kind of person. I wish all kind of inconvenient misfortune on these motherfuckers.
Yeah, if I lose,
You can't-
I hope they
you
lose
can't
the next
do it,
game.
Techy.
That's
I feel,
You can't do it.
but I feel
if I have to lose and be in misery, they have to as well.
Facts.
That's what it is.
So, homie says, leave Dano alone. He's the Maple Leafs of Valorant players.
So he sucks? Okay.
Yeah. Matt says, Gorio says Matt, and then clap, and then Gorio says, if my team ever even concedes a point, it's hell on earth.
Yeah. I guess I will say this. In Rocket League, I refuse a forfeit. I don't give a shit if we're down 10-0. I'm not giving up.
See, that makes
We
sense
are
to me,
not
though.
conceding.
See, that makes sense to me 'cause I don't play Rocket League anymore. I kind of like felt I
What
hit
was your
my
peak?
peak.
What was your peak, just real quick?
I think it was like Diamond 2 or Diamond 3.
Okay, hell yeah.
But I was like,
go.
I hit my peak, and I'm not going to take the time to learn the air dribbles. So
Yeah,
I'm
it's
done.
too much. Yeah.
But like it's like you said, I felt in that game it was different. Like if you're not going to forfeit, you actually get practice out of playing the better team.
Amanji, are you still here? Listen up, Amanji. Me and Amanji played all the time, and he didn't want to forfeit because we're getting shit on. And I'm like, no, we can still learn. We can practice. We can do things. He's like, I'm not learning anything. Well, then fucking start learning something. That's not my fucking problem. We're not giving up.
Wait,
Right,
me and
'cause
Rocket
Maji.
League is the most. Rocket League is the most sports I've ever gotten in video games.
Wait, Amanji was literally. I had that exact same conversation with Amanji, and I said the exact same thing. I was like, I don't care. Like he's like, we're all really good players and stuff like that, and you feel, like we're about. And I was like,
Amanji's cracked at Rocket League. To your point,
Amanji is now in chat. He says forfeit, Matt.
Amanji never.
No, I remember when Matt was training me.
Forfeiting once, and it was because I wanted to get my friend in the game. You will not catch me on camera forfeiting in Rocket League.
He doesn't do it in Val either, though. Matt
Nothing.
Yeah,
I'll take a 013 in Val.
He
I don't
calls
give a
them
shit.
cowards.
I also feel like Valorant is something you can come back from in most cases. You never know what's going to happen.
Always
when you
winnable
flip
is my
sides.
fucking saying. I came back from a down 2-10 in Valorant, and if you can come back down 2-10 in a competitive match, you can go back from anything.
Terry says he has
Always winnable.
FF'd in Val.
Terry, shut the fuck up.
No,
Snake
but
isn't
Matt
that.
does usually fight against the FFing. I'm not saying he will never. We've all
That forfeit
yeah.
was an accident, if I remember correctly.
Nadia says just give up.
Or
Manji
I voted no and it still got passed or something.
Manji says 1/2 votes to forfeit.
And the other half is the right answer.
Oh my gosh, no! So Matt actually was teaching me how to play Rocket League for like a day or 2 times or so.
As often as you want to play, Techy,
Yeah,
anytime.
it was a good time. That's when I streamed more. But Amanji was so adamant, like, because I was trying to say, I don't mind if I'm like playing against really hard people. I don't like. He's like, no, it just makes you feel defeated and stuff like that. And I was like, but I don't feel that way. I don't get frustrated to that. Like that doesn't frustrate me when I'm just getting run over and over again. I feel like I'm still learning. Like I feel like I'm still moving. I feel that way. I know there's people that don't learn that way. I'm completely
They're
sympathetic.
losers.
No, I get that. I feel that in Rocket League and Valorant because it's very like you can still work on your individual skills.
Absolutely.
Marvel Rivals is the first game I don't feel that because that is
you're
so
kind of
heavily team based.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just like,
That's
fine,
true.
get me out of this. I'm done.
Is Overwatch the same?
I would still never forfeit, but I
don't play too
understand
much
what you're saying.
competitive Overwatch, but
I'm the kind of guy that literally, because I said I'm able to separate gaming on that competitive side for me, I strictly comp in games. Unless someone insists on playing otherwise, I competitive
same.
relentlessly, and I don't care. Beat me 12 times in a row. I don't
I'll
care.
play non-comp to get my friends into games, and then I'm like, all right, let's go comp. Come on.
My friends start playing, and I put them in comp. I'm like, I'm throwing you to the wolves. Here we go.
Oh, thank you, and sorry for the 5 subs. Thank you.
Hi, I'm sorry.
Oh, let's
BatCam
go.
got
Oh,
one.
some-
Cherry got one. Inbred got
Let's
one.
go.
Gorio got
Let's
one.
go.
I get to use all these great SB emotes now.
Dang. Thank you, and sorry. Super appreciate it. Love you. And sorry is an awesome guy. He chills in Chelly's stream as a mod. What were we saying? Oh yeah. So yeah.
There are all the emotes you get.
Yeah, I just got all these cute emotes too. And sorry, also lurks in Cam's chat. I need to give you guys shout outs, by the way. Did that work?
Oh,
And then
yeah,
I'll-
give Cam
I'm gonna give Cam
one.
Oh, Cam will get one in a minute. I just need to wait till this cools down.
Oh.
Techy.
So you're a streamer, Cam? What do you play?
I play variety games, but it's a lot of Pokemon related content.
Let's go.
And then
What's your best competitive Pokemon?
I don't play competitive. I do the Kaizo Ironmon challenge.
You don't have any comp level Pokemon? Like
No.
you're not an IV EV nerd?
No, I just play Kaizo and Nuzlocke and
Do you
Shiny
want some?
Hunt.
I could trade you some on Sword and Shield, and you can use Home to get them to wherever you want.
No, that's okay. I appreciate it. I wouldn't have anything to do with them.
I might have a competitive level Piplup.
He's crazy.
I'll check my Sword and Shield account. I might have a comp level Piplup.
I actually in the first DLC of Scarlet Violet, I got the Piplup from the egg, and I made that thing a level 100 and did not evolve it. And I just beat the
Aw.
DLC with the Piplup.
How are the IVs and EVs though? That's what matters.
I have no idea. I just give
The
everything bottle caps. I don't care.
That's fair. The only thing I didn't pay attention to was hidden egg abilities. That's the one thing I didn't, and which is actually, I mean, that's a handicap. So you could argue they weren't actually competitive level Pokemon. That's the one thing I didn't really do on my the swaths of comp Pokemon I bred.
Okay. Yeah, so it's Pokemon, and then I'll play like Valorant, Marvel Rivals. We'll do party games and stuff with friends. It kind of depends
Sick.
what my friends want to play.
He's a great streamer,
See,
great guy.
That's what I do. That's my Fridays. Is just like whatever gets the most people in here to play. That's what we're doing.
Nice. Love that.
Matt's chat is a vibe. His stream is just such good vibes, and Cam is just such a good streamer all around.
Thank you, Techy.
The
Techy,
best.
I do have a question though. It's on the sports topic. Although
good.
I
I
saw
was
your
about-
timer ended, so
It's fine. We can go a little bit after. I'm not gonna go. Don't worry. We're not going 3 hours this time. I'm just.
okay.
But yeah. Go ahead. I did have something else I wanted to talk about with sports, but go on.
So like, why are you not a sports person? Like,
I think we
great
kind of
question.
answered
What
that
doesn't
though.
get you into it?
Apparently I just don't have the mentality for it. Like I don't know. I can't like.
But the thing is, I think you do have the mentality. I'm not trying to talk you into being a sports fan.
No,
also.
go talk me
I
into
think you
it.
do have the mentality, except I think it's similar to me in video games. You've got it flipped. You don't care about sports, but you care more about video games. It's like
I
you're
don't
like
care
the
that
mirror
much about
image of
video
me.
games.
You want to get better at Valorant. You're like,
Wanting
I don't
to
want to
get-
be sucking iron.
Yeah, but wanting to get better doesn't mean I want others not to get better.
It's the mindset, Techie.
I don't want
It's
the other team to
that's-
lose.
You're already breaking into that sports mindset if you're already thinking like that.
I think you're
You just
downing
need to
it.
flip that. No. I'm right. You just
I
need to
will-
flip.
I would sacrifice my
just need
RR
to
if I felt like the other team should win. I would do it.
Okay, then yeah, you can't be a sports fan.
I can't. Like, I literally will be talking in chat to the other team and be like, no, you're doing great, KO. No, it's okay. It's fine. And we're in like,
disgusting.
we're like in a
That's
comp.
disgusting.
We're in a comp, and I lost like 10 games in a row, and I'm about to cry because I'm going back down into iron again. But I'm still like trying to cheer this KO up. But then they messaged me afterwards and like, thanks for being nice to the KO. He was my friend, and he's having a really bad day. And I was like, aww.
Aw.
And I can't.
And that's not a sports mindset.
So there's no like,
I mean,
there's nothing that like brings you back to watching the game.
no sports.
That sounds
So I like gambling.
Start betting on sports.
Start a
They-
fantasy football
That's-
team.
no.
don't. Do not.
So-
do not. I
Hold
heard that
on.
to everybody. Do not gamble on sports,
No,
please.
no.
Please, please,
I don't
please.
Let me
gamble
be
on
clear.
sports.
I am
I don't
not.
either. I
I'm
hate
not.
gambling.
I'm not heavy gambling. It's not like that. It's like
It's not about gambling.
um.
Play fantasy football.
No.
Fantasy football. No, listen. Play one season of fantasy football with a $10 buy-in. You will love football.
No,
I promise you.
I understand the situation. I do. My family does a fantasy league every year. I could definitely
But
get
you
into
haven't?
it. I don't want to.
Why?
I have
Don't
no
do it with them.
interest.
Don't do it with them.
No, it has nothing to do with
it with
them.
strangers. Do it with
I just-
strangers.
I'll make a league for you, Techy.
No, it's not
Oh,
like
yes, go again.
that. It's just I don't I don't want to care.
I mean, okay, fair enough. That's
That's fair.
a different animal.
It's
That's just
I
that's a
don't
horse of a
know.
different color.
Me and
No,
sports just I don't know. Like I'll watch it. I'll deal with it.
I think you
like,
got it in you. From what I've seen as you and as a gamer, I think you got it in you.
What perspective of me as a gamer do you have?
You didn't want to play with me because you thought you would bring my rank down. You care about rank.
Well,
you're competitive in Valorant. If you can be competitive in Valorant, you can be into sports.
I wouldn't call myself competitive in Valorant.
I would.
It's
not about talent, it's about mindset. And mindset wise, you are competitive in Valorant, without a doubt.
What, just because I won?
Care about not losing. Care about getting better. Yes.
Wanting to get better does not equal the same level no, I disagree.
That's the sports mindset.
I disagree. She doesn't want Fantasy League because she doesn't want other players to win.
No, that's not what she said. She says she wants everyone to win.
That would be nice.
Stop.
But I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. I don't think everyone should win. That's not fun. Okay? Someone has to win. And if,
and it better fucking be me.
It would be good to be me. Okay, let's try board games.
I was just curious.
Maybe board games. No, I'm not.
I was just curious because I feel like for people who are really into sports, there's always something. Like even if it's not like the local team, like it could be a player or it could be like a family memory that gets you into it. So I was just curious, like why you're not into it.
Well, I mean, I have the obligation
but obviously, obviously it's not for everyone, but
yeah, true.
I don't know. I can't genuinely answer why sports never hit with me. I've been more than welcome into fantasy leagues. I don't know. I watch I have fun at the Super Bowl parties. They're cool.
You never played sports, right?
Not since I was really young.
Because I will say, I never used to watch sports. My mom got me into watching the Seahawks when I was like 12. I would play sports like crazy, but I never liked watching them. I didn't like watching basketball. That's one of the reasons, unfortunately, I never really watched the Sonics. Because it was right as I was getting into finally watching basketball, they were robbed from me. But I always loved playing them. I didn't like watching them. And the more I played them, the more I started to be like, I started understanding the game, and it made me want to watch it more. So I think having not played sports is a part of it for you.
Makes
Projecting
sense.
Maybe, but I don't know.
I thought it was really interesting. Like obviously I grew up around sports, played sports. Being a sports fan was never in question. But when I started diving into my major more, I actually became really hooked on all the background processes. Like a lot of the jobs and stuff I did was in operations, right? I'd like set up the stadium beforehand,
right,
and like design a good way to flow the lines for concession stands. And like now when I go to stadiums, like that's what I look at.
So then this is a perfect question for you. Let me ask you this.
Yeah,
I've been saying this for years. They've got the technology to like project onto the ice at hockey arenas and even basketball. The crazy, almost AR, augmented reality shit. Why don't they do that shit more? That's so engaging for the fan base, I feel like.
I feel like there's a fine line between engaging for the fan base and annoying the players.
No, that's fair. Oh, not during play. I mean, like all the off play stuff. Like for the Kraken, if they found a way to have like a shadow of a Kraken moving under the ice, like you could definitely achieve that with the kind of shit I've seen them project onto the ice and the floorboards. It's like to your point about engagement and like the production and stuff. Like I feel like that's a missed opportunity so far.
Right. I saw something with hockey recently. I don't follow hockey too much because the Blackhawks suck. But I saw. I don't know if it was just at the game or if it was only on the TV, but they had the puck circled, and I was like, that's really helpful for a lot of people.
Yeah, big time. Like I said, that one playoff series I watched, a lot of times like, wait, oh, there it is.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And I got I took like a whole class on the stadium stuff, and like the eco stuff around it. And I thought like my favorite one was I did a project on the Barclays Center where the Nets play. And
yeah.
I thought it
love their
was so
lighting.
cool. Well, it's so cool that their roof is made of grass.
Oh,
And they have like a grass roof. I mean, it's not made of grass, but the top is lined in grass. And it's because they use it to collect rain and they recycle the water
wow.
from the grass
That's
roof.
kind of sick.
And then they
Yeah.
recycle the water for energy.
Wow.
But then you got the Phillies who, or not the Phillies, the Eagles who have these fake wind turbines on their
Fuck
stadium.
the Eagles.
they like look at
Yeah,
us
I'm
pro
rooting for the
energy with these wind turbines, and they don't do anything for the stadium at all.
That's
they bring in no
hilarious.
energy, but it looks good. It looks good to the fans.
Aren't
and
we
that's-
doing great?
That is
so
true.
there's
That
like
is
these
actually a
fine
true
lines
fact.
between these stadiums that try to like look good because it looks good to the fans, and then like the Barclays Center where they actually recycle the water and stuff.
I love their lighting, the theater lighting that they use at Barclays.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. You know what I mean when I say that, Techy?
No.
So at Barclays, they only illuminate the floor. They turn the lights off in the stands. A lot of arenas just have lights on in the entire arena.
That's pretty
It's
cool.
it's a really cool effect.
Yeah, that actually does sound really neat.
It has a very cinematic effect on the game, I feel like. Ironically, the one game I saw in Boston was against the Nets, and it was when they were shit, and it was in Boston, and I thought they were going to lose because the Celtics were sitting all their best players. Except I think Isaiah Thomas did play a quarter, but they ended up winning the game. It was awesome. No theater lighting, unfortunately, at TD Garden.
I'm trying to find a picture of it, but I can't.
I'm going to be fully transparent. I'm desperate for a piss.
Go.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're fine. I can't find this picture of that, but
The theater lighting or the
yeah,
grass roof?
the theater
The theater
lighting.
lighting.
I mean, both of those things sound really cool, actually.
Yeah, that like taking those classes really flipped a switch in me, and now when I go to stadiums, I'm like, look at that really cool way they're advertising for these companies and stuff. It's so many little things that they do in the background.
You know what? Coming into this TechyTalks, I did not expect to have an existential crisis, and now you guys got me having one, and I'm doubting everything, and it's making me uncomfortable. Okay,
What are you doubting?
I don't know. Okay, I'm very.
You're a very, very nice and genuine.
No,
person.
that's what I'm doubting. I'm so conflicted because I'm like, am I competitive? Do I feel that way? Am I a hater? Do I get petty when people beat me or don't I? I don't like, how do I feel when people beat me? I just don't know. I don't know. And then I'm like, why don't I like sports? What is it? Is it a mentality? I don't know. Is it, do I have a thing against sports people? What's wrong with it? Like, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I honestly think Matt is right though. Like if you are like, maybe I should try sports. Fantasy football and the March Madness brackets. They make you watch games because now you have investments in players and you have investments in teams. And
I agree.
Like I would only Packers, and then I started playing fantasy football. And now I watch every game. It's like, oh, okay, I get it.
No. I 100% agree that there is a very good chance that if I joined a fantasy league, that I would be completely into sports. I would.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I would fall into it, and that I would be keeping up with my players, and I'd be watching the games and being like, I would, and I would probably have a perfectly fun. I would actually have probably a lot of fun with it. It has happened to all three of my sisters. Well, my two sisters and my mom.
Mm-hmm.
They joined fantasy leagues, and now they're all into it. They're all about the sports now. Especially my oldest sister. She joined a fantasy league. Now she's super into it. She's like always talking with the other guys about the fantasy leagues. You know, she's like, I put this guy in, I put that guy in. Welcome back, Matt. She's like, I put this guy in, that guy in, and oh my god, like she's always talking to my dad and my brother now, and she's in all those conversations now. And I'm like, and I do look at that, and I'm like, yeah, that could be me if I joined the fantasy league and I got into it. I could actually be involved in those conversations instead of feeling out of those conversations. So I've seen it. I've seen it happen. Like I know that the women in my family who had no interest in anything joined the fantasy leagues, and then they started to be super into all the football stuff, and they've been learning all the terms and all the people, you know. So yeah, I agree. I think it would work. I just don't know if that's what I want or not. I don't know if I really want to be a sports person, and I don't know where that mentality comes from.
That's okay.
No, you're giving me an existential crisis, okay?
I just said
that wasn't on my list.
After your existential crisis, if you're like, I do want to try being a sports person, that's the best way to get into it. I wasn't saying you're wrong for not being interested in sports.
No, you're completely right. I agree with you and Matt that it's the best way.
I'm still gonna send you the link to my March Madness bracket.
Not your mic,
but
Matt, I can't hear you. Like.
Oh, I was muted. Oh, I don't do college.
You don't do college, okay.
I don't do college. Now that NIL is starting to become a thing, I'm a little more receptive, but college is arguably modern day slavery, college sports, so.
That's a take. I love it.
That's a crazy take.
That's a take. I get it though. I actually kind of understand that one.
$1 billion industry where the crop of the industry makes no money.
Yeah.
Not a great model.
They're still making money.
not
legally, but
legally.
Well, that's a whole different thing for me. Because
real quick sports update. 2 things we have talked about today. 1, less important. Let me preface. Celtics won against the Pelicans. Tatum hits a game-winning shot with 0.2 seconds left on the clock. Shouldn't have been that close against the Pelicans. Much more relevant, important, and devastating news. DeJounte Murray tore his Achilles in that game.
Oh.
And he's a Seattle guy. That's devastating. Fucking poor DeJounte Murray.
What team is he on now?
Pelicans. He was playing the Celtics. He was traded from...
I remember him being traded from Atlanta. I just don't remember.
Yeah, he was traded from the Spurs to Atlanta, and it was like, oh, this is a defensive guy that can score. On Atlanta, he had played 0 defense. They're like, we can't play these 2 guys together. Traded him to the Pelicans, and now he's torn his Achilles. That sucks. That's unless you're Kevin Durant, that's damn near a career ender.
Or Aaron Rodgers, apparently.
It still ended his career.
Still impressive he came back. But,
I did not get the hype on the Jets this season. There was a guy I work with who's like, Jets are going to be so good this season. And I literally laughed in his face. It's like, what are you talking about? They got a 41-year-old.
The Jets to have Jordan Love in about 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years. I was like, they got a 41-year-old quarterback coming off a torn Achilles. They're going to be shit.
My poor nephew is a Jets fan.
Oh, no.
He's a Jets fan surrounded by Eagles fans. It's not pretty.
There are a few worse fates in sports than being a Jets fan.
His dad cursed
one
him
of
with that.
Is being a Seattle Mariners fan.
The Jets have taken the Packers like Hall of Fame
Brett Favre
on his way out the last 2 times.
Yep, Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers fan. Yep. Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Viking next, obviously.
Clearly,
my nephew did have some
the same way.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Oh, go ahead.
No, my nephew did have some satisfaction though because of the Jets beating the Eagles. Those 2 games.
Eagles lost the Jets this season.
I don't know. No, I don't think it was this season. I think it was the last 2 seasons.
I was gonna say, well, like in the Super Bowl.
Like they were doing really bad, the Jets, but they still were beat the Eagles every time. That's
embarrassing.
And my nephew loved it.
What's funny is Philly and New York have a big old rivalry, so that's actually and Boston, but that's hilarious.
Yeah,
The Eagles losing the Jets is hilarious.
it was he loved it. So I was like, I mean, at least someone got joy out of it. Everyone else was pissed.
We could go the conspiracy route of Aaron Rodgers was never injured but sat out, so the Packers never got their pick. But whatever.
Did they have a pick? I didn't know they had a pick.
Aaron Rodgers had to play a certain number of games for them to get their pick.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yo. There's through a whole what pick?
I don't remember. I
would have been
remember
there's
that
throw a
was the
whole
talks of
season
it.
for a 3rd round pick.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Hey, the Dallas Mavericks did that. Not last season, the season before. Something similar. They were gonna lose their pick if they weren't in the top 10, so they started throwing at the end. Not last season, but the season before.
I remember that.
And it got him. Hey, it got him. Fucking what's his name? Their center, Lively, Derek Lively.
Oh,
It got him Derek Lively. So
really good.
actually, it ended up being worth it. That's the pick they got. The pick they took with it. So it was worth it, but it was still hilarious. Like, really, we know what you're doing. You were in 5th place. Now you're in 10th place. What happened?
Right.
Okay, so before we go, I did want to do one more conversation. I wanted to talk about weird sports that I've heard about.
Okay.
Oh, Matt's already got one. Go ahead.
No, this is just in general.
Yeah.
Have you watched the movie Dodgeball?
Yes.
Of course.
They are featured on ESPN The Ocho.
Wait.
Great channel.
What is?
In the movie, they're jokingly on a show called on a channel called ESPN The Ocho, because ESPN is the sports channel,
And
they've got ESPN 1, 2, and 3, and each ESPN you go to is like working further down the sports list, and so they were jokingly on ESPN The Ocho. I think they still do it every August 8th. ESPN does 24 hours of ESPN The Ocho, and they have weird, obscure sports on there. Dodgeball, other weird shit.
That's
I love
cool.
watching bags or cornhole.
Cornhole is so fun.
Every August 8th, for some reason, ESPN does that ESPN The Ocho in honor of that movie. It's awesome.
That is pretty cool.
It's all weird sports.
Really? I should check that out. That sounds like fun.
I always forget. It's always like August 14th, and I'm like, fuck. I just missed that shit.
Yeah, so I found a list of 10 unusual sports. Some of them aren't as unusual as I would think, but there were some interesting ones here. So, number 10 was Quidditch, which Harry Potter fans.
It's not a real sport.
I mean,
Get out of here.
I went.
Well, they're
so
unusual
I studied
sports.
abroad in Australia. Okay, I studied abroad in Australia for 6 months, and at the college I studied at, they had a Quidditch team. I got invited to play. It was pretty.
there was Quidditch
I've
at
been
my
invited to be the Golden Snitch.
school. You would
That's
make
awesome.
a great one, Matt.
I said no shot.
You would
I'm
make
not
such a
participating
good
in
one.
I joined their ultimate frisbee team instead of the Quidditch.
Oh,
team.
the Frisbee's sick. I played disc golf. I'm a big disc golf fan. I guess I should have brought that up a long time ago. So Ultimate Frisbee's in that wheelhouse.
All right, so you hate Quidditch, but so for Ultimate Frisbee.
Don't hate. I mean, I guess I did say that's not a real sport. That is hating.
That's a little hate.
That was a joke. That was mostly a joke. Have fun.
Bring Quidditch to
Do
the
it to
Olympics.
Okay. Well, now we're going overboard.
Well, this is a 10
mean, if
unusual
breakdancing-
sports,
The
okay?
Olympics. The biggest 3v3 basketball tournament in the world used to be in Eastern Washington every year. Now the Olympics claimed it.
Well, I hear the Olympics are awful for the places they go to anyway, so I hear they like destroy the cities that they go to, and it's not like good for tourism or anything like that the way you would expect.
It brings in a lot of money, but it leaves a very vacant
It causes a lot of bad
area of
things.
land.
Yeah.
Any Akira fans here?
Yeah, I do. Yes, I've seen Akira. Actually, it's been a really long time. I should rewatch it because I don't remember.
They predicted Tokyo 2020 Olympics.
Oh,
And though there's a big thing about the Olympic Stadium that they were building in that movie.
cool. Akira's good. I remember that being good. I need to rewatch it. It's been too long. Reg Ball
Oh.
is another one.
I was gonna say back to your list. Thank you.
Yeah.
Rag ball.
Reg, R-E-G ball. It is a brutal Russian sport that combines basketball, wrestling, and rugby.
Wait, I actually think I've seen clips of that.
The game is 7 versus 7 unless a foul occurs, creating a hockey-like power play. As in basketball, the players have a ball that they try to shoot through a hoop, but nobody will be yelling, "That's traveling," while watching the sport, because there is no need to dribble.
Did you watch Slam Ball at all?
Yes.
Yes.
I always wanted to play Slam
Talking
Ball.
about shitty ankles. Everyone that played Slam Ball has shitty ankles now.
Oh, for sure.
Slam Ball, Techy, for reference, was a basketball league that had trampolines near the hoop, and a dunk was worth 3 and a shot was worth 2. They had to cancel the league after like 1 or 2 seasons because everyone was shattering their ankles left and fucking right.
That sounds so bad.
It was bad. It was entertaining as fuck, but it was bad. A lot of broken legs and broken ankles.
Yeah, this game.
Anyway.
No, you're good. This reg ball just seems like it should be illegal. They just wrestle each other and try to get the balls through the hoop, and oh my god, yeah, it sounds crazy. Number 7, soapbox racing, which yeah,
Heard of that.
yeah,
So everyone knows soapbox.
yeah. That's not
That's
too
not obscure.
unusual.
That shouldn't even be on that list.
No.
That's not even obscure.
Cheese rolling.
Wait. Cheese bowling. Hold that thought.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the movie Brink, BatCam?
Yes,
NC State.
I love Brink.
Wait, you're a cheese roller?
Current cheese roll champion, NC State alum.
Oh shit!
I went to NC State.
Yay! He be rolling that cheese.
Are you gonna go to what country is that does the cheese roll down the hill? Are you gonna go do that shit?
I don't know what country it is. No, I
You know what I'm
could
talking
never
about?
do it.
You
I
can
know what
do
you're
it.
talking about. Yeah, the girl who's won the last 2 times is from my college.
No shot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tech, you brought the right guy in here.
I brought the 2 sports people
no, I'm
I
not
know.
the right guy. Batcam's the
What
right
do you
guy.
mean?
That's
You've been running this. I'm just here.
That's fucking sick.
You've been saying all the names. I can't do that.
That's fucking sick. Do you know her? Or do you just know of her?
No, I just know of her
That's
because
fair.
my,
That's fair.
my school socials were posting all about her.
This sounds awesome. I'm just reading it. So explain it, Cam. What is cheese rolling?
They roll a wheel of cheese down a hill, and you got to roll after it, and whoever gets it at the bottom wins.
That sounds awesome.
There's a country
It's a
that's
pretty
famous
steep
for
hill.
it. There's a very steep hill. People break bones. People do
I'm
kinds of
looking
shit
at it.
trying to get down this hill to win the cheese.
You know what?
It's funny. Literally today, I saw a YouTube short of a guy in a high vis vest winning that roll. Today is amazing. No, he didn't win it today. I saw the clip today, but
Yeah, here's how steep the hill is.
Yep.
That's crazy. That's in Cooper Hills. It weighs up to 9 pounds?
Yeah, if you
70 miles
if
per
you
hour.
Google Cheese Wheel Racing Champion 2024 Fox Sports, NC State grad, now a 2 times cheese wheeling champion.
Cheese wheel chasing champion.
That hill
no,
is
I want.
so long.
No, I want your cheese wheeling shit, not hers.
I've never done
Oh
it.
my gosh.
Well, you said you were to cheese something.
No, I said I went to the college.
That
I'm an NC State alum.
makes sense.
I thought you were claiming you did it too, but then she just did it better.
No.
Oh, I was like, you
just
do this
college
shit? That's
pride.
fucking awesome.
Holy shit. They're like, oh my gosh.
Techy, people injure themselves trying to get that wheel of
Well,
cheese.
yeah, duh. Look at it. Oh my gosh.
It's not even getting the wheel of cheese. Is you just have to cross the line at the bottom first.
Is it?
Well, it goes like 70 miles per hour, they said.
Yeah, no, you don't catch the wheel. It's the first
Yeah.
one to cross
Oh,
the finish
okay.
line gets it.
Well, look at that. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, there's an injury. Oh my gosh. He broke his arm.
Techy, every year someone gets hurt.
Well,
Is that her?
no, this isn't. This is just random.
It's like she's watching the world record.
Is in England? Oh, I didn't know it was England.
I could get hype.
I thought it was like Switzerland or somewhere.
See, I can get hype cheering for sports. I can do that. I could be like,
That's what it's all about.
So I actually watch pig racing. That is hype. I guess.
See, there you go.
I love pig racing. Okay, so next, underwater hockey.
Excuse me?
What?
Underwater hockey. You may have heard of ice hockey and field hockey, but what about underwater hockey?
Get out of here.
6v6 without a goaltender and takes place in a pool.
That's not hockey. They got to come up with a new name.
It's not. It's underwater hockey.
Invent a new name. Invent a new name. Call it something else. That's not fucking hockey.
This is a variation on hockey.
Wrong.
Players use small one-handed stick to push the.
That's all you do in hockey.
To push the puck towards the goal. What do you mean? Use a stick to push the puck towards the goal. Players wear fins for mobility.
Underwater lacrosse. Then I don't know.
But they don't have sticks. It's not lacrosse. They don't have lacrosse sticks. They have little.
They don't have hockey sticks either.
No, they just have little baby hockey sticks. You may assume that they wear oxygen tanks to breathe, but you would be wrong.
Name. You don't gotta steal the name of another sport.
But what do you mean? They have a puck. They have little hockey sticks. They're underwater. There's a goal. They shoot it towards the goal.
Call it water puck. I don't fucking know. Don't call it hockey.
But what's not hockey though?
Name another sport. You just kind of baby name another sport after it.
Well, there's a puck, and there's a goal, and there's sticks where you use the sticks to push the puck towards the goal.
Is there an underwater basketball?
I don't know. We haven't finished the list, Matt.
That's fair. That's actually a great point.
Canal jumping. What the?
Oh, I've actually seen that.
In the Netherlands. It's
on
a
YouTube,
Netherlands
not like a show or anything, but I've heard of that.
There's
also actually this may be a prediction. I don't remember the country, but there's something about there's like a pendulum swing, and you're supposed to try to get it to actually go all the way across, and then it's actually a competitive thing. You actually just got to do a full 360. I'm gonna call that's in this list.
12.5.
It's called
12.5 meters long is how long the pole is. Huh.
I get that a lot.
Ear pull. Oh, what? What is that?
Oh, yeah, I've heard of ear pulling. Fuck that.
It's a traditional Inuit game that is entirely about pain endurance.
Yep.
Competitors face each other with their legs connected, a string about 2 feet long that is then looped around their ears, left to right or right to left of both contestants.
It's the worst.
Then the contestants do what the name of the game implies. They pull.
Yep.
Oh my
it's the worst. I wonder if they're gonna have the alternating slap sport.
Oh, that
kind of big now. That might be on
slap boxing.
I've seen it. No, it's not slap boxing, because slap boxing is like boxing, but you are slapping each other. So this is like you literally just take turns slapping each other, and the first one to give up loses. Has been kind of.
I would not be good at this game.
No, this sounds.
Yeah, ear pull. Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah,
ear pulls. I can't remember the first time I saw it, but I was like, why the fuck would you agree to do that?
Just in case you weren't clear, ear pull can cause damage to the ear, and bleeding is common.
Yeah.
So just in case you weren't aware that could cause damage to your ears, to have it attached to another person's ears, and then both of you are pulling. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Death diving. Huh.
I think I've heard of this.
Death diving is a Norwegian diving sport that sees some nasty belly flops and people landing on their backs.
Yep. I've seen clips of this.
The sport is pure entertainment, but is not one for the faint of heart. In death diving, contestants jump from a board about 10 meters high and attempt to hold a pose for as long as possible before entering the water in a tucked position. Players tend to get creative with this as they perform various flips and tricks.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Interesting.
I mean, nasty belly flopping sounds awful. Basketball. Basketball is an unusual sport that combines volleyball with football. Soccer, not American football. Gymnastics and capoeira?
Capoeira. It's a Brazilian dance.
capoeira.
It's actually a martial arts, I believe, considered.
Yeah.
A Brazilian dance martial arts.
I actually do know what capoeira is. I just did not know if that was at all how it was spelled. The players play on an inflatable court with a net at the center. There is a small trampoline to either side of the net. Teams of 5 touch to get the ball over the net. There is a different scoring zones with more points awarded when the ball is scored in the opponent's trampoline. There are also different ways to play, the volleyball style, football spot style, etc. Okay. And I think this is the last one. Botashi is a sport somewhat similar to capture the flag. Roughly translates to bring the pole down. I've seen this in anime. I actually know this one. Bring the pole down, which is the goal of the game. There are varying rules. I think it's the one where like there's 2 people standing on top of a pole, and the other people are like holding it, and then there's more people that are going after the other team's pole, and you got to knock it down until the person jumps off or falls off or whatever. That's pretty cool. That sounds scary to be on top of the pole, though. And that is the 10 unusual sports.
I like them.
I've also
they didn't have the slap matches.
No. I have seen goat racing before. That's fun too. Maybe I just like animals racing. I think
It's the animal aspect.
it's the animals.
It seems to be it.
Ferret legging. What's this? Ferret legging was an endurance test or stunt in which ferrets were trapped in trousers worn by the participant.
Get out.
Dog surfing.
It's like Luffy pulling an octopus out of his pants in Ennie's lobby. Or sorry, not Ennie's lobby. After Skypiea. Before Ennie's lobby.
I do recall that scene. There's dog surfing. The dogs, they surf.
Anime manga nerd at all, BatCam?
I am not. I've seen Attack on Titan, and that's about it.
Pretty good.
You guys want to play shin kicking?
No,
Yes.
not in the slightest. That's literally the most painful thing in the world.
Well, it's also known as shin digging or shin purring.
A kick in the shin is the worst thing you could experience.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Obviously not, but it's like, fuck that.
Toe wrestling.
Stop.
Oh, that's what it's called.
That's disgusting.
Ew.
When you brought up Bossa Ball, that sounded really familiar to me because I played something called Sepak Takraw. It's like SEPAKTAKRAW. But it's like soccer volleyball, but it's without like the inflatable part.
There's
But
like
I
a
played-
soccer ping pong.
I played that in
Oh,
like gym class in high school.
that sounds fun. Soccer ping pong.
What was
I've
it
seen
called
the
again?
soccer ping.
BatCam?
It's called Septakra.
Okay, interesting. And it's more like volleyball.
Yeah, but it's like it's like a smaller hard ball, and you
Oh, okay,
Hmm.
play with your feet, and
interesting.
it's crazy.
Have you seen? There's like a beach version of that. I think also.
Yeah,
I've
I
seen-
think the
I've seen
beach
like
version
a-
is the Bossa Ball that Techy was talking about.
Oh.
Extreme
playing-
ironing. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys.
I used to be in a billiards league.
Oh, it's
and,
the one right next to it, it's Techy.
What?
Right to the
One
left of
time-
Extreme Iron.
One time I was playing pool at a
wrestling?
bar and they had
No,
that
left.
This one?
Bossa ball on the TV or whatever.
Oh,
That's the one I'm
this.
talking about.
Oh, buka ball.
Yeah.
Kick volleyball or foot volleyball. Oh, what is
Yeah,
that?
I played that in gym class. It's pretty fun.
But you never played extreme ironing, where
No, I've
they
never
go
done
to
extreme
random locations and iron
that
items
actually
of
exists?
clothing. you go to random like
Oh,
this.
it was a joke. I thought extreme ironing was a joke. That's real.
No, look, he's on a giant rock and he's ironing.
Okay, that's not actually real. I mean, yes, he's ironing.
It's
on a
right
rock.
here. You know what? I'm
It's
looking.
not a sport. Get
Look
out
at,
of here.
extreme ironing. Looking it up. Oh,
I'm
he's
gatekeeping now.
he is
I'm
underwater
gatekeeping
ironing,
now.
Matt. He's underwater.
I don't give a shit. I'm gatekeeping
look, he's
on
in
that
a-
sport.
He-
How does that
This
work?
one must be one of the weirdest.
Who's he competing against?
Extreme ironing.
What's the
Look
competition?
at him!
Who can
Look at
do
him go!
Stop. No. Stop.
Self-denial.
Look at him
This is not
go!
a sport.
Climbing otherwise known as
I'm gatekeeping.
Oh, look at
Is this a
that!
bad movie?
Look at that! He's on a cow!
He's ironing on a cow. Get out of here.
He's in the
I'm not
river!
having this. I'm not having it. He's just standing in a puddle.
Come on, but your point saying Phil Shaw's life means nothing to you?
Yes.
It's fun just to see how people respond to it. And
They're in Times Square or no? I don't know where this is actually.
If that's extreme ironing, then I'm fucking a billionaire.
Where have you gone to iron?
Just got you there.
She does have me.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you guys. It's been actually really fun. I
Blast.
I was actually really nervous because I'm like, I know nothing about any of this.
I will be honest, Techy. Going into this, I was like, I don't know BatCam. Techy doesn't know shit about sports. Dano knows more about soccer than anything. And he didn't even show up.
That's exactly how I was going into this. So when you're like basketball, I was like, perfect. This is great.
Why would you guys doubt
you were into
me?
basketball, football. I was like, perfect. Well, I was going in like, what the fuck are we going to talk about?
Guys, I would never do that. Look, the whole thing, it's in my intro. The the topics are always changing, but the company's always great. I find the right people for the right things. I
There
mean,
it is.
I know how to,
And proof is in the pudding.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I always get the right vibes with the right people. I knew both of you guys would be chill, and then I didn't know what to expect with Dano, but I
Thank God Dano didn't show up. I would have just started shitting on the Raptors.
it's
I would have just
fine.
relentlessly shit on the Raptors and the Blue Jays.
Which I thought would be fun, so that's why I invited. But he avoided that fate. But you two were great company. I thought you were both really nice about everything. You gave me an existential crisis about my competitive spirit and my.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on that.
And my love
you wanna go
of
play
sports.
Valorant?
It's probably the one thing that I've ever. Well, actually, I get pretty hype for Rocket League when I do play it. I do get pretty hype about it.
When do you play it? And how-
Never,
why
and
have you not
maybe
told
that's
me?
why. Maybe that's why I don't play because I get hype
maybe now
about it.
it's time. Maybe now it's time.
Maybe now it is time. Maybe I should play some Rocket League. But
BatCam, it's been a pleasure meeting you.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a pleasure meeting
Awesome.
you as well.
I threw you a follow already. I'm gonna be
I got you
hanging
with
out
that.
more.
You should. You guys would be good friends. I think you guys vibe pretty well. I knew you would, but it's nice to see the proof of it.
Boom.
Yeah.
Who's in the pudding?
Yeah. Inbred said he only made that up to have fun because wife was like, I do all the ironing.
Facts. Oh, you do all the ironing? Watch me do it on the mountain. Have you ironed on a mountain?
I could
Have
see
you
that
ironed
too.
underwater?
Well, actually, so I actually skipped over this one, but there is wife lifting. That's a sport too.
Okay.
Apparently.
I feel like some people are gonna have advantages and some are gonna have disadvantages.
Right.
I don't know what the rules are for that one, but who knows? Maybe there's
Weight classes?
Yeah, weight classes of wives. And I mean, it just seems like a weird way of weight
Before we
living,
go,
but yeah.
let me ask one more question. BatCam,
Yes.
you've done all these sports. What's a sport you think you could have been good at that you didn't do?
I think I could have been pretty good at football.
What position?
I mean, without actually playing it, it's hard to know if I would.
No, just give me your thought. Like what you think
No.
you'd be good at.
That's what I was getting to. Like, I feel
Okay.
like I could be a good receiver, but without actually playing it, who knows if I would have been able to catch in a good game situation. But I was fast, and I think so. If I'm not a receiver, a running back, I could have at least done.
For me, it was receiver too, but it would have been less about speed and more about sure hands. I fucking could catch anything.
Yeah, I'd be a great receiver. Totally.
Goddamn right.
I could see Techy as the QB. You don't need to see over the line.
Facts.
Yeah.
You don't need that. Russell Wilson did it.
I
You
could
do
do
it
that.
too.
Yeah.
Also, hey,
NC
Andy
State
Reid
alum?
almost drafted Russell Wilson to the Eagles.
That's another tally mark. I know Andy Reid. Ending on a high.
Let's go. That's the way to go.
Nah, I really appreciate you guys coming and talking sports with me. I actually did learn a lot and I had a lot of fun. So
Same.
thank you. Yeah. And
Thank you for having us.
yeah, I still haven't figured out how to exit intro, do an exit, whatever.
You got a whole intro.
Outro.
You don't have an outro?
I don't have an outro. I can't figure out one that works. And I've been like brainstorming it, but I can't figure out one that I really vibe with.
What are some of the options?
I can't come up with anything that I like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Brainstorming, is that unsuccessful?
Yes. It's been really bad because I can't
Thanks for coming to Techy Talk, where I have another existential crisis. Have a good one.
I mean, that is true. That is.
You nailed it.
But the Chelly didn't give me an existential crisis. A little bit, but I'm just
Thanks
prone
for
to
coming
them.
to Techy Talks, where I prove that I have no competitive spirit and everybody should win.
But I'm not that nice. I'm really not that nice. I'm a bit of I'm not that. I'm actually a pretty mean person.
No, you're not. Okay.
I can be.
Only person I've ever seen you be mean to is yourself, Techy.
No,
Boom.
Ziggs can.
Okay,
be banned.
that's fair. That's true. You got me there.
No, I can be mean and blunt. I just don't, because you guys are good vibe people. I only do it to the people I think don't have good vibes, or like that I really don't think are good people. Then you'll see it. But yeah, if I'm like, you're okay, I'll let it go.
Yeah.
But yeah, outro, I don't know. I have to think about it more, because I want it to, it's about the company. That's what this Techy Talks is all about. It's about the company.
Yes.
And it's been great company so far in these last few. And this was another fun one. So thank you.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for coming. Let me shout out BatCam. Now that it's not under shout out BatCam, please go follow BatCam. I already shouted out Matt, but
Yeah.
shout out
Easy
Matt.
money.
They are both great
yeah.
streamers with really awesome vibes. They're some of I probably watch these two the most out of any streamer, if I'm being honest.
Techy was my top viewer.
Hey!
Oh.
That's really, yeah. I do love Matt
Dano beat me
streams.
by 2 hours.
Dano did beat you.
That guy sucks. Hey, February 5th, I'm making my return to Dano's stream. You heard it here.
Oh, you heard it here first, guys. That's crazy.
About 7 months ago, I decided I'm taking a year off.
That's a good idea. That's really healthy. I should
Just
do
a
that.
Dano.
But the bigger question is, will Dano be returned to streaming by then?
It is a great question.
I can't with him.
Probably not.
He's like talking about ASMR streams and
No one wants that
and
shit.
hot tub streams, and I'm like, Dano, just have a consistent schedule. Like,
Right.
that's all we want. Nah, but yes, it was fun. I had a great time. Go sports ball. I said,
Sports
yeah,
ball!
go sports ball. I was actually gonna write go sports on my face, but then I forgot.
You should have done it like the football.
I was
paint.
going to, and then I forgot to bring out
Yeah.
my face paint. I was,
Oh,
I
man.
completely forgot about it, and I was like,
Put it in an After Effects. You got it.
Yeah.
Facts.
I could have talked about sports movies. I love sports.
We can put it
movies.
in post.
We can put it in post. I'll just edit it and make it look like I had them on the whole time, and it'll be fine.
Great.
Well, I could do a whole nother one on sports movies. That would be fun. I could talk about
I'm
sports
down.
movies, but
I don't think I'd be good for that one. I don't watch a lot of sports movies.
I
I haven't watched
The
a
Blind
lot
Side,
of the best
great
ones,
movie.
but I've watched
That's
a couple of them.
Look, I find the right people for the right topic. That's the important part, even though it's been really hard to do that. But yeah, it's awesome. Animal sports movies, Techy Talk. Okay, there's Airbud 1, Airbud 2, Airbud 3,
Airbud
and
12.
and no Air Buddies, and then there's the Snow Buddies, and then there's
Space
Santa Buddies. There's the Space Buddies. Yeah,
There's the Space Buddies. Stop.
yeah.
Yo! I remember when Airbud came out, I was like, this is cool. Then Airbud Kid 2 came out, I was like, what are we doing?
Well, he's playing soccer now.
Okay.
Airbud was a good movie, though. I did actually
was a
like
good
that one. But no movie beats the garbage picking, field goal kicking Philadelphia phenomenon.
Facts.
But
Hey. I was just gonna say thank you, Techy.
yeah, no. Thank you both. It was
I'll take you back.
Yeah,
Thank you
Yes.
guys.
All right. So next time,
Wait! I just noticed
I'm
because I
waiting.
was watching the camera. Do you know who you obviously know who the White Mamba is.
Yeah.
So check this out. I've been wearing the Seattle Supersonics hat this whole time. I told you I went to Boston one time to watch a Celtics game. The post-game show is across the street by at the time it was Brian Scalabrine and another gentleman. Who gives a shit what his name was? I waited
Not the White Mamba,
outside.
that's for sure.
Waited outside because Brian Scalabrine went to my high school.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And I waited outside and I got his signature. He never played for the Seattle Supersonics, but I wasn't gonna have him sign my Isaiah Thomas jersey. So I said, "Hey, will you sign my Sonics hat?" That's Brian
hey.
Scalabrine's signature right there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, Brian Scalabrine, born March 18th, 1978. You know,
The White Mamba.
Jokingly, he was jokingly nicknamed the White Mamba, and is an American former professional basketball player who is currently a television analyst.
The best Bulls player since fucking Derrick
Rose. All
Rose.
these stats before.
Did you know he co-hosted the starting lineup, which airs weekdays at 7 a.m.
He also has a famous YouTube video. I'm closer to LeBron than you are to me.
Really?
He does.
Yeah.
Sorry, I offered your outro, but I just suddenly
There
remembered I
is no
saw it on the top of
outro.
my hat. I was like, I gotta tell BatCam.
No, that's actually a really cool story. I did actually follow that story.
That's sick.
And now I learned about the White Mamba.
The
It's
White
not
Mamba.
a snake.
Could have had a whole talk about NBA nicknames.
Oh gosh, that's for the next time. That's for Sports Stream 2.
We can definitely do Sports Stream 2. I am always down to rehash because I just want to keep doing these. These have been great. Just random talks on random days. That would be awesome. Yeah, so thank you for coming to TechyTalks. I appreciate everyone who came and talked sports with me, even though I didn't know anything about sports. And I will see you. I don't know when this one's coming out. I'm going to be honest. I didn't plan the date to release this one. But it will probably be the 26th of February. So at the end of February. I'm hoping to get a Valentine's Techy talk in before then. We'll see if that one works out.
How could it not?
Dating service with
because
Techy
people
Talks?
won't come. I can't get. I can't
dating
get
on Techy Talks.
speed dating.
Sign me up.
Oh, that's so fun. So I am working on that. That hopefully will be coming within the next week or so. But yeah, and be sure to follow Matt and Cam. They are great streamers, and I truly enjoy their streams so much. Like, not even joking, not even hyping them up, even the tiniest bit. But all right, I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Bye now.